Kicking like Dolomite. Last one got copyright. I'm kicking like Dolomite.
5 just to be sure.
Hey, one time, you ready? Got copyright.
Yeah.
Last one got copyright. Hey.
You know what time it is. Every time I rhyme, it's just a sign that I'm about to kill. Yeah, it's time for weapon wheel. We got the skill, we got the gains. Don't make me grab it still. I put a hole in one like Abby did to Joe. Yeah, for real. And when it comes to aiming, I don't miss like Master Chief. I grab the piece and give your ass a halo just for talking sweet. When it comes to gaming, yeah, you know our team's elite. Check the leaderboards, we run the game. You should pick up your feet. You can't lose them too smooth, just going to admit defeat. And ain't no capping around here, cause like Bond, I keep receipts. The most dangerous, better than these other guys. Try to come for us, what's like between your eyes like Jen Sakai. That's no lie nor prank. I grab the ratchet, no clank, and get my jiggy mask to show you how Jackmove got his name. Yeah.
Weapon Wheel Podcast.
Look. King of the castle like Cooper, captain of the ship. My name ain't Blandry, but don't make me have to hit the switch. We'll dump you overboard, then watch the views. I ain't talking Twitch. Hey yo, Alex, go ahead. Talk to him real quick.
Oh, the Dolomite is my name, and fucking up motherfuckers is my game. Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
Claim it, a strike to claim it.
They had the nerve to copyright the guy. Is this the bitches? Hey. Say yo, still putting wheels on the pavement. My game so tight, it's like Jordan 1 lazy. We stay in these gaming streets, ain't no way to be dormant. Hey, a Drake will leave your body uncharted like Lost Fortune. Coco Long scene was cute, hey, and yeah, it served its purpose. But I'm trying to give a detailed description of what a hearse is. I say we flip the switch on these niggas before it get bland. I see a lot of pods jacking the format like Dapper Dan. You hitting the dislike button? You still a fan? Talk slick in the comments and like Dutch, I got a plan. We don't do the sneak diss and that's that stuff that get you banned. Last time we told your ass to squat up, you turned telling right. It's like I play with the sliders up. You just got 30 niggas, heard me, the time is up. Since 2015, we been kicking game knowledge up. Dust your boots and join the crew if you wild enough.
Developers.
Dolomite, motherfucker, you heard her.
40 clips, kicking like Dolomite. Hey, 40 clips. Aimed at your fit beam, shotties, so much ammo, it don't make sense. Trying to compete is a sacrifice, die again in your afterlife. I'm taking a road trip anytime you niggas wanna fight. Guns and body counts, that's all that I tend to like. Any other podcast, a copy or look alike. Hey, and what they say? Hey, what I say? Hey, I put them in the dirt. Toss like get hurt, no face, no case, smashed up like a jiggy merch shirt. Sliding in that vet, I'm gonna get back, time to pay that debt. It's time for weapon wheel.
Yo, mic check.
Mic check.
Hey, BG, what up, man?
Chilling, bro. What's going on with y'all?
Chilling, man. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, man. I just woke up 10 minutes ago.
Damn. I just got back from the store. I'm gonna go to the gun range tomorrow.
Oh, you a shooter, huh?
I try.
Okay. What state you live in?
VA.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Almost a requirement to live down there.
Yeah.
I'm getting my ass whooped on this Grounded Plus. Well, not getting my ass whooped, but I'm in the basement scene and
Damn.
damn,
I haven't played.
so stupid.
I haven't played that shit in like 8 years, so I'm excited for the remake.
Yo, it's funny too, cause I'm replaying it now just cause I want to get the platinum before I go into the remake, and then I'm gonna
Oh
get the
shit.
platinum.
Okay. Damn.
And it's dated, man. It's dated.
Does it feel dated?
Yeah.
Damn. Are you playing just the remaster, or are you playing on PS3?
No, I'm playing.
I'm pretty sure I never got the platinum in the original. I just got it in the remaster.
I never got the platinum in any of them.
Grounded Plus.
Bari was good, sir.
Yo, what's good, guys? Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Nah, I can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Nah,
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I think my mic is dead.
You know they're joking, right?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you, bro.
Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Yeah.
Yo,
you're
y'all
good.
can hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you.
I don't know.
No,
Can you
don't,
one more time?
Don't feed it to it, because now
One more
he's fucking
time.
with you. Now he's fucking
Yeah,
with
time.
he did the reverse card. He put the reverse Uno card down.
you. Yo, man.
Y'all there?
Yeah, we
Nah,
Oh, what?
he trolling us. He got to hear us.
Nah, what's good, yo?
Yeah. Man, definitely
Well,
pulled the
BG,
reverse
man,
Uno.
how many years you know me by now, man?
Yeah, man pulled the mirror force out. That's crazy.
Absolutely. Yo, I've been watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Heavy too, man. Real talk. Ever since my man died, I've been watching some Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. The creator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at your I'm looking at your Discord member role names. Nigga, why
Yeah.
your shit name God?
Hey man, you
Man,
sometimes
God-
you gotta let you gotta know how to separate the normies and the peasants. You gotta have levels
Yeah,
of
BG.
separation, bro.
This shit God. Yo, that's
You
funny.
know. And sometimes you got to know how to separate yourself from the peasants, and you got to know how to make certain people feel good. Like
Yeah.
my roles make certain people feel good. We got the authorities, the honorary podcast members, the Patreon supporter royalty. Yeah, y'all all should be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Got to make some people feel right. I love how everybody in here, so far isn't even a part of my podcast. Y'all see it? Y'all see it?
Yeah. Yes, yeah.
Hey, yo,
Yeah,
every
also-
podcast I'm a guest on YouTube, all the panel be late.
Yo, hey, yo, that's a fact, bro. Especially like with Mooch, my boy. Yo, they be strolling in like 8 o'clock. The show starts 7 o'clock. I'm like, brother,
Just a
what's
bunch
going
of
on?
niggas, bro. I'm telling you, dog. Like, man. And what's crazy is Jackmove invited y'all.
Yeah, on Whoops yesterday, he was
oh,
like, yo,
yeah,
pull
he
up.
was-
I was like, all right,
See,
I'll pull up.
I want y'all to know that Jackmove doesn't respect any topic that's not like a PlayStation topic, right? This,
Oh, yeah.
I lie to y'all. I lie to you not. For the last 4 weeks, Jackmove jumped in a DM and said, literally, bro, there's no topics this week. I'm like, Jack, there's a bunch of, I think it was like a month ago exactly, there was definitely no topics, right? When we did the slander episode. But ever since then, bro, there's been stuff to talk about. And he's like, nah, there ain't no topics. I'm like, Jack, what are you talking about? There's definitely topics, bro. Like,
It's definitely topics this week.
that's what I'm saying. He literally jumped in the DM and said, yo, there ain't nothing to talk about. I'm like, what are you talking about, Jack?
It's a lot to talk about, bro.
He spoke about he spoke from the heart, man. He spoke about
Yeah, he did his All We Live, bro. He was like, all right, I'm good.
I'm
good
like,
for the week.
Live or Live Alive came out. I still don't know how to say it.
Live.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
live alive.
that joint is good.
Dust Falls came out. I'm like, bro, see, if it ain't PlayStation, Jackmove don't count it as a topic.
Damn.
Now we ain't gotta talk about As Dust Falls, but
Yeah, that shit. That PowerPoint.
nah, I'm chill. I'm good.
Slideshow
Yo,
sim.
do y'all eat ice cream? Y'all like ice cream?
Yeah, what's
I
good?
like gelato.
Yo,
Not like regular ice cream.
do you like pistachio ice cream?
Nah.
No, I've never had it.
What? Yo, I got me some pistachio.
I like
right now. That shit-
pistachios.
Put it in the put it in the facts for me, Barry.
Yo, this is what you gotta do, Deli.
Yeah.
Where you from?
VA.
VA? All right, so find you
Yeah.
just the nearest Carvel. That's something simple, or Cold Stone, and ask
Cold Stone? Okay, this shit down the street.
ask for like a small pistachio and just try it out. Nothing on top of it. No nuts and sprinkles and all that bullshit.
There
Just
you
this
go.
plain pistachio. And just have at it.
Okay. All right. I'll shoot you my review this weekend.
Oh man.
I'm absolutely not eating nothing pistachio.
It was like 96 degrees, man. This ice cream is.
Yo, it's hot. It's hot
Yeah,
in
this
New York,
shit
bro.
hit like 101 yesterday for me.
I try not to turn on the air conditioner until like 8. But I said, fuck that. It's like 90-something degrees in the house. I'm like, nah.
My AC been on all morning, but it be freezing, bro. So I gotta be turning it off and turning it on.
Yeah.
I turned that shit. I turned that shit on like at 4 o'clock. I was like, we got to turn that on, man. I know.
My wife made me go on a short walk today. I'm like, it's 97 degrees out. You tripping, bro?
How short is
man,
short?
You touched grass today?
Unfortunately.
Oh
Damn.
man.
Yo, them walks be amazing though. You gotta do that in the morning though, not like.
Man,
Yeah.
I was
Gotta
in
do it, like-
Jamaica last week. I'm trying to avoid the sun now.
Oh, you was in Jamaica? That's what's up.
They went down to yard.
Yeah, man.
DJ Yankee, yo.
I am very Americanized. You know, I was definitely in the village. I was in the back of Bush. You know?
Word.
Yeah, I was in
Which part you went to?
Sligoville, Spanish Town, that type of area.
Oh, you went to the hood, my nigga.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's where my mother from. You know, we didn't go to the resort. We was in the mud, bro. We was in the mud.
I used to live close to Spanish Town. I'm from St. Catherine, Marine Park.
Okay.
I was about a couple of minutes from Spanish Town. I went to a school called Voss Prep, past Spanish Town. I was still around too. I know the area good.
Sir. Yeah, so we was in the mud last week. Just so y'all know, as y'all could see, this will probably be a pony council.
Absolutely.
But if y'all got a problem with that, I don't want y'all hitting me up, typing no comments about me, saying nothing to me. Jackmove invited these brothers, you know, these my guys, but y'all always like to complain about something, but Jackmove invited them, all right? I was gonna have, I invited Deli, but I was gonna have, you know, a PC dude just to balance.
Hold on, why you saying that like J Barry and Persona ain't good guests? What the fuck going on?
No, they're amazing guests, but like dudes gonna complain. You know, dudes complain about who we invite every single week. I'm just saying I don't want them to complain to me this week.
Listen.
Complain to Jack.
If I stamp somebody as a guest, I know what the fuck going on. All right, yeah, complain to me. It ain't no complaints. Praise me. Matter of fact, give me the praise this week. I'm the only BG. What a podcast, man. Where Smooth, where Bland Drew, Bun somewhere getting dicked down by a dude in Columbia, Smooth at fucking Sylvan Learning Center. Hey, yo, what the fuck going on, man?
Oh man,
we got energy this week. Yeah, I'm going there this week. Okay. Yeah, we talking about it.
Yes, sir. As you should. I got your back, Jack.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, we here, man.
You know why I was late too? I was writing a manifesto. I was writing a whole list of shit we got to talk. Well, you know what topic we got to talk about today, BG. Continue.
I thought you was trying to, you know, pull out the blizzy, you know, on what dude did to your sister car. You know, I respected it though.
Two car break-ins in one day, ain't that?
I was gonna say it was your mom too. Yo, that's crazy.
Oh, you had two. Like, you had two break-ins.
What, bro? We was supposed to go somewhere Saturday morning, right? Real quick. So my mom was like, "You finna go?" I'm like, "I might not go." Right. So I went back to sleep. Bro, she come in my room crying. Oh, they tried to break in my car. I go outside, brother. Every window broken the fuck out, all type of shit, right? So I tell my sisters, like, damn, somebody just tried to steal my car. All that. My sister's like, all right, I'm on my way. I go take a shower real quick. I get out the thing. They were like, Erica car stole too. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I'm like, yo, they stole both of them. She don't even live over here, bro.
The world, bro. Like,
bro,
yo, that's crazy.
They found her car this morning. So
in good condition, or is
I don't even know. It's at the police impound lot, so I don't even know.
Oh,
yeah,
that's not a good look.
Time to get out of Memphis. Or at least that
people don't like steal cars like that no more because it's like the dumbest thing in the world.
That's like robbing a bank, low key.
It's too easy to locate because like all the technology in cars nowadays.
Yeah, but it's easy. It's easier. Cars that still got like the key start, like not the push to start joints, the key joints. You can steal them cars with a phone charger cord, bro. A fucking USB cord. You could, if you strip down the steering column and put a USB cord in that bitch and turn it, it's gonna think it's the key.
Yeah, that's why they get a play-by-play.
Oh my god.
That's why they steal it. And then they put shit on the news, so of course, you know, little dumbass kids, they gonna try to do the shit. So that's what's going on, man.
That's crazy. Okay.
Yo, BG, just because you got some PlayStation fans in here, don't mean that it's gonna be sweet. Because I gotta check some of these PlayStation fans though.
Oh, I seen it, man.
Oh, we definitely gotta talk. We definitely gotta
smoke
talk
for PlayStation. Trust, you know.
I seen it, man. I
seen PlayStation fans be capping sometimes, man. Like they the smartest,
absolutely
above everybody.
Everybody was genius this week.
It be these Twitter PlayStation fans, bro. Because regular PlayStation fans in real life, they just play the games, mind their business. It be these idiots on Twitter and social media.
Yeah,
Shit's
so
crazy.
Bond is in Colombia, so he's not gonna be here today. Smooth is coming in. He said he's gonna be late. So yeah, we gonna get started.
Smooth gonna be late because he saw me in Persona in here.
Oh man, he's scared of the
Facts.
smoke.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
He ain't gonna admit it,
Absolutely.
but that's why he late. He ain't got nothing to do.
Jack,
He
why,
on
Jack
Bright
got smoke
Memory
for
Infinite
Smooth?
right
Sheesh.
now. He ain't got nothing to do.
why you don't
Sheesh.
respect topics other than PlayStation topics though, Jack? You came in here 4 weeks in a row, said there ain't no topics. Why you don't respect other topics
Because-
like Nintendo and Xbox? What's going
Because the industry don't respect no topics but PlayStation topics. You see what the fuck was in the news this week, man?
on? Oh man,
You know what's going on.
you might have.
What else we
something there.
talking about?
You might-
Forza
you might be
Horizon
listening.
DL. Like what the fuck we talking about
Yes,
this week?
that's the topic.
Oh yeah.
Hot Wheels.
Speaking of the Hot Wheels DLC, I do have another guest, if you would like one, that played it, and they kind of got they got some opinions about it, so we can bring them in too when the time come. I got another guest. I've been
Okay,
doing
yeah.
work behind the scenes, BG. See, I'm there when
Oh,
you never
man.
there. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm doing?
Oh, okay, you stepping
Yeah.
up. I see.
Ear to the streets.
BG,
You see?
this is your straight gameplay?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is.
I thought I was the only one in this area. I was like, where the fuck I gotta go, bro? I just
Yeah.
did a
Oh,
leap
nah,
I ain't
I ain't get confused here.
I
Like,
got-
bro,
you know
I
where
didn't know
I
you
got
could go that
confused?
far. I didn't know you could jump that far. So
I got confused at the very end, bro. It was because I was overthinking it. When you had to turn on all the computers, I was like, nigga.
oh yeah.
I
okay.
was looking for like some type of power button. All you had to do was walk on top of them joints. I was like, nigga. For real? I was walking around for like 5 minutes. I'm like, how you turn these joints on?
You get that? You get that play?
You get the plot? Oh, okay.
No, I got like 70%.
Go on, get
got my
that plot,
joint
man.
yesterday,
That 2 hour playthrough quick, bruh. Trust.
Bro.
Burn through the.
I might go through the PS4 version. I don't know. I kind of like that game a little bit. I don't know, man.
are you gonna double
That's
play it up?
that's a good game right down. But it's 30 frames on PS4. I don't know how that's gonna feel.
It is.
Yeah, that's the only
On
thing.
the Pro too?
Yeah.
Real quick, can we all agree that like speedrun trophies are ass, bro? I hate them.
Absolutely.
No, not this game. Though.
Absolutely.
It depends though. Like,
It took me
like,
2
with
tries,
Stray-
3 tries actually, but
That's too many.
now I got it on the first try, but I think with Stray, it was much more manageable because once you do the puzzles and know what you have to do to progress the story, it's kind of like boom, boom, boom through the second playthrough.
How fast you do yours though? I had like 20 minutes left. I only had 20 minutes left.
Like about an hour and hour and
I had,
30,
like,
hour
15
and
minutes
40.
left.
Yeah, about an hour and 30.
It be cutting it close, though.
I burned through that, man, because I was redoing. I did chapter select because I had to get all the memories for B12 and all that other stuff. So I was real familiar with like each level. So I was like, yo, let me get through this.
No skippable cutscenes though, man.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Irritating.
like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
you
God.
just got to smash that square or circle button. when you-
Yeah,
like that.
man.
I did like in an hour. My third try, I did like an hour, 43 or 44 minutes.
Damn, you see Tick hating already. This episode about to be bland. Tick, you want to come in? Hey man, if you want to come in, just say you want to come in, bro. Because he wants some PC representation to hate on. To go ahead and come on in, Tick. We know you want to hate. This is cool. But yeah, let's do these intros. Weapon Wheel Podcast, episode 329, I think. We're on iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, all these good audio live streaming platforms. If you want to support the podcast, you can do so by becoming a Patreon member or part of the channel memberships. Both will give you access to the Discord, and you will get access to After Dark, which is very entertaining. So you should, try it out. Listen to one of the After Dark, see how you like it. Get an After Dark episode pretty much every single week. That's like 3 hours of additional content, sometimes 4, sometimes 5. So whole lot of entertainment for the work week. And if you want to submit a video to be featured during the podcast, link is in the description for that. Hit the like button. We appreciate it. All right. First, intro Deli. What's going on, man?
Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you so much, BG, for inviting me on. Hello, everybody. My name is Agent Deli. I just go by Deli. I'm a former Ubisoft AAA game developer in level design, and now I work for Microsoft on an NDA project. I'm just here to hang out on Weapon Wheel now.
Right. Appreciate you coming on.
Turkey or roast beef?
And I appreciate you saying, like, being specific with your credentials, because, like, there's a lot of dudes that get on, like, Twitter and be like, I'm a developer. And, like, they won't say exactly what they'll do. They'll be like, and they'll be like QA. Not to, like, down anybody that does QA, but, like,
Yeah.
Developer is a very vague term. You could do a lot of stuff. So
Yeah, of course. Like, I could
appreciate
be
that.
in marketing and nobody would know,
Yeah.
right? But yeah, I did level design at Ubisoft. I worked on Watch Dogs Legion. Now I'm at Microsoft working on HoloLens, but I mean and then some extra stuff. But you know, I can't really talk anything more than just that.
All right, Jack.
I don't even got an intro this week. Been a kind of a weird week for me, people. But I do want to say this. This just came across the timeline. So, real quick, there was rumored that there was going to be a Last of Us Fortnite crossover, right? And lo and behold, Neil Druckmann himself tweeted and said, "Love me some Fortnite, but there are no plans for this." False rumor.
I love
So,
that.
what you about to say?
I love that.
Oh, what? Hold on. Let me get this straight. He got enough energy to tweet this out. Come on, Neil. Y'all know where I'm going with. I ain't gonna even finish the statement. How y'all doing this week, man? You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up, people.
Communication been
that Last of Us leak woke his ass up. He said, "All right,
this dude is crazy.
Enough of this bullshit.
This dude is crazy."
Yeah. All right, Bari.
Yo, what is good, guys, man? You know, and Weapon Wheel again. Appreciate the invite. Jack, you know what I mean, coming through. It's like, yo, I need you. Jack, I got you, man. We gonna kick some shins. We're gonna expose these fraud ass PlayStation fans, and we're gonna have a good show, man. You know what I mean? None of that PC talk. We don't need to talk about PC to have an entertaining show. And I need to ask Deli a question. Deli, okay? Because your name, I just have to ask this, and I know it's a dumbass question, but I'm gonna ask it. Turkey or roast beef, sir?
Roast beef.
All right, there you go.
Nah,
cold roast
definitely
beef?
turkey.
Honey glazed turkey, man. Listen, man.
Yeah, that honey roasted turkey is something different, bro.
Yes,
Sometimes it be dry, man.
Undefeated.
That mesquite turkey? No, man, that's good stuff right there, bro.
You gotta come to a New York bodega.
You know what? Next time I'm in New York for work, lunch is on me, Persona, and we can go out and get some turkey, all right?
Blackened turkey or Cajun turkey?
Hold up, lunch on you. We going to Peter Lucas.
I've never been.
Hold up, brother. Oh yeah, we go to Peter Lucas. Lunch on you.
Right, Smooth. Now you want to come on the podcast? Don't be late again. If I'm a guest, don't be late again.
I had to get my Cold Stone. I had to get my ice cream.
Nope. All right,
you go there every week, huh?
I saw you on Bright Memory Infinite. Told me you gonna be late to the podcast.
No. I was done.
Don't let it happen again.
What's up? PlayStation crews in the house. Okay, that's nice. All right. Oh, that means we got a lot of ponies in here. We got any like Xbox equivalent? What's going on?
Nah,
hey man, you want me to wave the flag? I'll wave the green flag for you today, Smooth.
He an Xbox employee, Smooth. Deli. There you
Deli,
go.
where do you work?
At Microsoft.
Like for Office or for Xbox?
Oh, HoloLens.
He's like Office.
Okay.
He's like, you work on Office and Word, like in PowerPoint.
Yeah, man, I be putting out the microtransactions for our Office 365. You know.
Oh.
Nice. They let you on here? Don't they do background checks for like everything?
Oh God, no.
They not that. You know,
that explains a lot. That explains a lot.
All right. Let me look at my list. I don't even got it open. We gonna start with something like we ain't gonna get right. We ain't gonna get right to the shit, man.
BG, you're not gonna do that to my mans.
What you mean?
You're not gonna You're not gonna do that to my mans.
Do what?
Did you get put on the intro? Did you get put on the intro?
Nah, because the rest of these dudes just jumped in here and like interrupted me if I forgot the order and flow. Go ahead, Persona. That's
it's all good. It's all good.
That's Smooth fault.
Don't let it happen again, no BG. Yo, listen, what's good, guys, man? It's your boy Persona, man. Other half of What's Up PlayStation Pod. Happy to be here, man. Can't wait to talk about the topics, man. And listen, it might be a lot of hurt feelings in the chat. Get ready. Hit the like button.
All right. So because I respect other platforms and the things that happen on other platforms, unlike Jack, start out with some stuff that's happening on Xbox. Smooth, I assume you played, Forza, what y'all up to, 5, 6, Hot Wheels, right?
We already on this spot. Hold on.
I actually haven't played it yet.
Oh man, anybody else played
another Xbox exclusive?
Hold on.
Crazy.
Yeah, go ahead and get the real Xbox racing fan in here. Oh,
yeah. There you go. There go my other guest. Give me intro, baby. Give me intro.
Throw out the bat signal. Hard head right there. How you doing, brother?
Spot no more.
What's going on? What's going on?
All right, man. All good. Since Smooth is neglecting his Xbox duties, we gonna need you to tell us about Forza Horizon 5 Hot Wheels DLC. How is it?
I'll be the best Xbox y'all ever heard, real quick, dog. Hold up. Let me put my retarded hat on real quick.
Oh man.
Wow. Really gonna be that disrespectful?
You already have it on? What's going on?
Hey man, this might be the
Gotta
best DLC
keep
I've
that
ever
on.
played in a video game, dog. This shit is fire. Actually, nah, I'm capping. This shit fucking ass, dog.
Oh shit.
All right, now I know you lying. All right.
I'm definitely
I'll
not.
pretend I played the shit. All right,
I'm
I see
definitely
something on
not.
YouTube.
I'm
How
definitely
can it?
not.
How can it be bad? That Forza
DLC is
Horizon
straight
3 Hot
fucking
Wheels
ass.
DLC was fire. How can this be bad? Come on now.
Because it's mainly because of their sense of speed. Like, it's not like they did much with the Hot Wheels tracks in this game. They threw a couple dragons on the stages, added some magnetic tracks, but the game is still Forza Horizon beyond all that. So 90% of the time, you just on this orange ass track going nowhere. You're doing 200 miles per hour, but it don't feel like nothing because the sense of speed is trash in this game.
It's their SSD, hardhead.
Oh man, I ain't even on the console. I'm playing it on PC, the superior way.
Shit, I take that back then.
Yeah. This DLC, they
How much
could have did.
how much
so
time
much.
you put in? How much time did you put into it?
I'm almost done with it. I'm.
Is it in Game Pass? Like you get it through
it's
Game Pass?
it's less than 15 hours I didn't put into it, but the DLC as a whole shouldn't take more than 20 hours to beat. Like I'm almost completely done with the DLC.
Now, hardhead people have been. I gotta push back, bro, because I've heard nothing but this is the most fun DLC ever made under the sun. And you're the only person I've heard say anything bad about it, man. Come on, man.
And you managed to find him. Like,
Well, hopefully
it's Jack. It's Jack. Don't blame me.
No, okay. How about this? I was in Press Start Discord and they couldn't even play it because the invite system was broken. I was there
It's
when
been
that
broken
happened.
since the game came out. That's not.
And Kofi sponsored by Microsoft, and he was like, "Yeah, this shit broken. I can't even." He had to change the stream. Like, come on, man. This is
Now,
this is
there's
all
a
I
lot
saw.
of
I don't play the
people.
game.
You got to remember, BG, the bar is low for Xbox. That's all it really is.
Nigga,
I play
stay
a
on
lot.
Forza, man. We don't want to hear that bullshit.
I play a lot of racing games. Y'all know this, by the way. I play a lot of racing games. I got like almost 500 hours in Forza Horizon 5. This DLC is fucking ass, dog. It's just
But
what
you do like the game though, right? You do like Forza.
I like Forza Horizon 5. It's not as good as 3. 3 is they peaked at 3. They just straight peaked. That game was perfect. They peaked at 3. But 5 is still a good game. It's not bad by any means, but it's still a good game. But this DLC is fucking ass. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Who are you witnessing saying that Forza DLC is amazing?
I mean,
wait, say that again, Barry. I had to turn you up real quick.
Well, everybody else on the internet.
BG said that everybody that he's seeing saying that the DLC is amazing. But
you're the only everybody. I've seen certain places where people have found places to talk about this DLC and all the problems with it. Like, cause it's like there's not enough going on the tracks. It's like when we first saw it, we saw the 4 different biomes on the tracks and shit. So we figured, when you're in these biomes, you're gonna see the kind of stuff you see when you look at like Hot Wheels sets at the store and stuff, like all kind of random stuff going on these Hot Wheels sets. But that's not what it is. It's just random tracks above the biomes. 90% of the time, they threw a couple dragons in there. You might see some magma from a volcano every now and again. There's magnetic tracks, but other than that, there's nothing going on. They kind of even the loop-de-loops. They barely threw loop-de-loops in the game this time around. The Forza Horizon 3 version of this DLC was way
in Game Pass, man. So you.
I know you haven't played yet, Smooth, but do you believe what he's saying?
I think he's just, I'm not. It's his opinion, but I think he's capping right now. I think he's capping. I don't care how many racing games you played. You know what I mean? To come to that opinion, I just think you cap. So I mean, at the end of the day, if you want to play a real Hot Wheels game, buy Hot Wheels. It's out. It came out a couple months ago.
Crazy. I do think the actual Hot Wheels game is better than this DLC.
It better be. It really
you're right,
better
you're right.
be.
It better be. I feel like the regular Hot Wheels game is better than this DLC, personally. And you know what else? I also feel like I've been recently getting back into the crew. The crew is better than this DLC.
The crew has that's kind of stupid. You can't compare the crew the game to some Hot Wheels tracks.
I'm comparing the crews. I'm comparing the crews.
Is the crew 2 better than Forza Horizon 5?
No, I'm not comparing the crew as a whole.
They treat the crew like it's an Ubisoft game, so it's seasons. I got that
Yeah,
game
I'm
too.
not. That's
But
why I
like,
said I'm not comparing the crew as a whole. I'm comparing all the recent updates they've been applying to the crew. I had more fun playing that than I have playing this DLC.
well, in the crew you can fly, airplanes and helicopters and
You
motorcycles.
hadn't had to do none of that. None of these little events they got going on. Ain't no flying in none of the events. It's mostly driving.
I don't know the crew. Even though I respect the crew at Dry, I feel like I'm playing like a racing version of like Watch Dogs because it doesn't seem like a racing game like the way it
It does
drives.
feel like they tried to make some kind of MMO cash grab Ubisoft game with racing and stuff. Yeah, I feel what you're saying. I'm just saying I personally have had a lot more fun with the crew than I have with this DLC. I'm probably gonna beat the DLC before the night over with and delete Forza Horizon 5 again. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Yeah, like, well, just leave it to Jack to find the one guy in the world to shit on, Forza Hot
Okay.
Wheels.
Well,
How'd
you want me to bring
It ain't
somebody
just
else in here?
Forza. GT7 is fucking ass right now. You gotta remember, GT7 is so bad right now. They got removed from the main esports hub for racing, for sim racing. GT7 is bad right now.
So I'm still the problem, BG.
Yeah, I think so.
Hey man, listen, I can bring the whole press start server here, man. When they had a sponsored Microsoft stream to stream, and then the shit wouldn't work. They couldn't even play the goddamn game. You want me to get them in here too, brother? I mean, what we doing? I witnessed it live. Okay, I witnessed it. Motherfucker had to get on Fall Guys. I remember the shit.
One more thing, Smooth. Like you said, the crew feels like it's built like the cash grab Ubisoft games, but I feel like this DLC is that for Xbox. Like they just did the whole, they gave you a checklist of shit to do without any real rewards at the end of it, and just said go do this, and that's the whole DLC. It's like they focus more on making this checklist than they did actually putting stuff on the tracks for us to be interested in. But you haven't played it yet.
Isn't there? I haven't played it yet, so I can't really say much. But just from isn't there like a user creation portion of this? If I'm not
user create. Oh yeah, I mean you can create tracks and stuff. I'm trying to beat the DLC first before I get into the I forgot what it's called when people make their own tracks and shit. Like a lot of people make like Toad's tracks for like JDM cars and stuff.
Okay. Well, Smooth, let's talk about, something you did play. As Dusk Falls. That game came out this past week. I just kind of know.
Oh my God.
It's a story kind of flip book game. Like I guess like the Telltale series. That's what I thought. I'm not even sure. I don't even know. I know it's a story game.
It's definitely in the range of like the Telltales and the Life is Strange and stuff like that. But the difference is like you got more sense of control in those games. This one's more of like a graphic novel, and button prompts will come up when necessary. Obviously, majority of the interaction is through choices in between scenes. So the thing is that which left this game really no choice but to have a terrific story, and it does. It has the choice, the story arcs in this game changed so dramatically with decisions that I was left impressed. I beat the game twice. I'm on my third playthrough. There's I don't know any of like obviously the actors or anything like that they did with the game, but like they did a tremendous job. Great performance. It's one of those games where that it really couldn't afford because of you got to admit like a lot of people would get turned off with the graphic style, but I feel like they did a good job delivering the story, and then to the point you forget that you're just looking at like a still image every 3 seconds, and because the sound effects is on point, so you can kind of put together what's going on and see, even though you're not seeing a full like action like or a VOD, you're just really seeing these clips, but the sound, the way that they make the scenario and the environment feel just through like the audio alone sort of help fleshes out the story and what's going on. And it's pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be something I just dropped, but they get the story off pretty fast. It's action packed. Lot of choices, and I've read somebody's review where it was like there's no wrong choices, or there's no right choices, there's no wrong choices, and it's just like they do a good job of getting like your emotions like to like determine what you're going to do. And then they did something really special with the co-op, so you can play up to 8 players. And what it's like a voting system. Pretty much the majority rules. So if majority of us vote one way, then that's going to be the choice we make. However, players do get, I want to say up to 3 or 4 overrides, meaning that if you wanted to override the group's decision, it's like you use that override. All right, you're making this decision on behalf of the team. And the thing about that is that those decisions will change the story dramatically. And I've seen so many different scenarios, seen a couple different endings where decisions that I made in let's say chapter 2 was well reflected in chapter 6. So if you're into those games, I feel like Jackmove would definitely, if you haven't tried this game, I highly recommend.
I was actually planning on starting to stream this trying to tomorrow actually. So I was gonna ask you, man, do you think this is a good streaming game? Because I did want to check it out.
It's just a good streaming game. They also have you typically stream on YouTube, right?
I do both, yeah.
All right, so they have this mode called broadcast mode where it enables, obviously you get the music out the way so you don't get DCMA'd, but they also have a way where whoever's watching can participate in the voting itself. So that might be
something.
That's probably extension.
Yo, this game remind me of Hidden Agenda, like the PlayStation 1.
Oh, I played Hidden Agenda. That joint fire. I like Hidden Agenda.
You know those games that people.
Yeah, the PlayLink joints. Yeah,
they used to bash, but now they praising it.
I see where you're going.
Absolutely, Smooth. Absolutely.
But dude, I ain't got nothing to work with this year, so this is the best I got. So I'm gonna use it.
Wow. Yikes!
I respect that.
Yikes!
Now I like games like that though. Where you have the multiplayer and you can play with your friends, or like I said, Hidden Agenda had the same thing where the stream can participate, or your friends can do the multiplayer choices and all that stuff. I like stuff like that, so I might check this out. How much it costs?
I don't know. It's just on Game Pass.
Oh,
it's probably $30 maybe. $30 at the most. I could be wrong, but that's where I feel like I think it has to be $20-$30. I don't think it's more than that.
Now, let me ask you, is it true that this game is 70 gigabytes?
Yeah. It's 51. It's 51 gigs. I was actually kind of surprised because it's on both PC and Xbox.
Yeah.
I downloaded it on PC as well because I was going to stream.
That much memory.
I was going to do stream my last playthrough, but on PC and whatnot. And I was like, damn, this shit big everywhere. But
pause.
Yeah, it's pretty big. Yeah, it's a decent size.
Probably because all the sound. That's why it's so big.
Yeah,
the audio files is probably that's probably
I was gonna say it's
most didn't compress
some
them.
audio. You can't not have no audio with something like that. So
okay, thank you for that rundown. Any other comments on As Dusk Falls? No. All right.
I'm looking forward to playing it. I'm gonna check it out.
All right, cool. There was a rumor, don't know how credence this has, about Microsoft buying Netflix, right? I don't know about this one, right? Because it's like if this is actually true that they're interested in buying, it's like they clearly have interest. They clearly are playing the long game and putting a lot of faith into the subscription services. Netflix, isn't doing. They're doing normal for what subscription services do, because most of them, if not all of them, don't make any current money, because you need an absurd amount of subscribers just to make a profit. And the most recent report is that Netflix lost 200,000 subscribers in Q1 of this year, and now in Q2 it dropped by nearly 1 million. So people unsubbing from Netflix, left and right. And I don't know, maybe Microsoft seems to always is always interested in acquiring studios when they're when they need to be bailed out damn near, which is a good strategy because it's it's easier to buy them, it costs less to buy them. What's your thoughts on this? It's not gaming related, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not buying it. I mean, I'm not rooting for them to buy no damn Netflix. But I mean, I can see why they would do it. But this came from because Microsoft had, whatever bidding rights to do the advertising with Netflix to host, to pretty much as Netflix is going to be kicking off some a cheaper version of their subscription to get people back, which is going to feature some sort of ads that Microsoft is going to power. So, and somebody wrote a report saying, this opens the door for Microsoft to potentially come in and acquire them. The idea beyond it, I mean, I think it's just random. Like, I feel like anytime Microsoft does some sort of partnership with another company that could potentially benefit them if they acquire them, it becomes like a rumor or a possibility. Um, but the only thing I could see is this, like, obviously Netflix already has like even though they're losing a lot of subscribers, they still have a ton of subscribers that Microsoft wish they had for like Game Pass. And I see they could potentially marry the two and find a way to to get that crossover if bundle them together or whatnot. So I think that's what Microsoft would want to acquire is the subscribers Netflix has and whatnot. But I feel like they can do that through partnership without having to actually acquire them all out. I know Netflix does, where oddly they have like a gaming studio. I don't know, but they're gaming. They have these like odd things that's on Netflix that you can like play those interactive games. But I know they have like a gaming studio. I'm not sure what they've put out so far. And Microsoft also gave them the rights to Minecraft Story Mode, which used to be a video game, but now it's an interactive movie or interactive experience on Netflix exclusively.
Oh wow, I ain't know that.
Yeah. Yeah, so if you know that it's been delisted, you can't buy the games anywhere. So the only reason why I still got them because I own my own physical discs in Minecraft Story Mode, and I own the digital versions of them, so I'm able to still play them. But anybody looking to buy the games now, yeah, they haven't been available for about a couple years. But yeah, man, I mean, as for a gamer, for us, no benefit to it. So I would rather them, focus those if they're going to continue to acquire, if the government and the FTC is going to allow Microsoft to buy any more assets out after this Activision deal. I mean, I would want them to go after like another publisher that I like. But Netflix, I mean, I'm not looking too deep into it, but I see where it came from.
Okay.
Oh man, listen, it's a pipe dream, man. Listen, I don't see that happening. But stranger things have happened. But I do. Thank you,
Oh
Jack.
man. Okay. See you.
Thank you. But I think that when it comes to Netflix, like even if they were to grab that up, first off, I don't see the government allowing that, at least not as easily, because we already see the issues that's being raised with this Activision acquisition, right? I don't see them getting this to close and going straight into something that's even bigger. I just don't see that. That's at least not right away.
Okay. All right.
Yo, man, I don't know how this is a fucking topic, BG.
Hey, man, what do you mean?
Yo,
Listen,
bro, these bots
respect
create
Microsoft and Xbox, bro. What do you mean?
Bro, next week they gonna be like, yo, Microsoft buying Amazon because they ran a commercial.
Yo,
these bots, they create any type of bullshit, bro. That's what I'm saying, man.
Hey, man, I just want to respect Xbox and the Xbox fans and their thoughts and the topics that come up, man.
Nah, you encouraging them. These dudes live in a what if
I'm an enabler.
world. Yes, you are. They live in a what if world when it comes to Xbox and Microsoft. Everything is a what if, and they believe that shit so much it becomes reality for them. You know what I mean? And then now we out here talking about Microsoft and Netflix because Netflix got some subscribers. They lost some subscribers because Stranger Things ain't live no more. You know what I mean? That's what happens. That's what happens with these services, especially when they have a popular show like that.
They still got 240 something million, right? So I mean, a million is a big deal, and they're definitely in a lot of debt. But their subscriber count is still like higher than like a lot of others.
Persona, Stranger Things, the finish.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is gonna stay on Netflix? They gonna
nobody.
unsubscribe, bro.
Right, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're right.
Yeah, BG, I would just say that it's just a technology and sales partnership at the moment right now, just for ad supporting subscription offerings and stuff. I know that Netflix is going for a lower price ad supported subscription plan, so it's probably something along with that. I know that in lots of big, huge areas, Netflix doesn't have as much pull in the ad revenue and the what's it called? I guess the sample size for ad generation as Microsoft. So at the moment, it's just a partnership. So I wouldn't bet too heavily into an acquisition or anything crazy.
Okay. All right, man. I just wanted to respect Xbox dudes, but apparently Bari said I'm, feeding into their drug habit. So my bad. I ain't gonna do that. I want Xbox dudes to get off the sauce. My bad. All right, let's move
I'm
on.
telling you, majority of the Xbox podcasts, they gonna have this. Could Microsoft purchase, acquire Netflix? I guarantee you, bro.
Or how does it work? How does this work for gamers? What does this mean for gamers? Netflix acquisition. All that stupid shit they be saying, man.
They love the what ifs, man. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna get off it. All right. Okay. Live Alive, Live Alive. I still don't remember.
This is Live Alive.
They just corrected me. Okay. Who played it? Give us the rundown.
I played it, but I'm super early in it. So I played a demo. I didn't transfer my demo save because I wanted to start all over with the because I'm doing the ninja one. I think his name is Omimaru. But yeah, I'm super early in it, but I'm liking the flow. I'm liking the gameplay, how it's not like it seems like everybody's going to have its own different type of gameplay mechanics with each story. But there's about like 7 other stories or 7 different characters that you play. But it seemed pretty cool, man. Fully voiced over too, which I think the original game didn't have that, of course, because this is like an old school game that only came out in Japan, so this is our first time playing it. You know what I mean? But I'm liking it so far, man. I was just playing it all this morning, and I think it's a pretty cool game. But I don't really have nothing really specific to say because I'm still pretty early. You know what I mean? Where I'm just stealthing around and trying to infiltrate this town or camp or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I got it as well. I'm playing my first playthrough. I'm doing the Deep Space, Future Space, where you play as Cube, and the story for that is pretty interesting. Like it's you are this robot that's going around helping these shipmates on the ship, and they was in cryostasis and all that. It's a pretty interesting story so far. I like the game too. I think I'm playing on the OLED, like handheld on the Switch OLED. It looks very beautiful, man. So it's a beautiful looking game. Real talk, and I can appreciate the voiceovers as well. But I'm also really early, man. Too many games, but I'm digging it so far. I think it's pretty cool.
And it's turn-based, right?
So it's not all, from my understanding, it's not all 100% turn-based. Every story that you play as, there's a different type of play style.
Mm. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought the whole thing was turn-based. Cool. All right.
Hopefully, like I doubt everybody's story is going to like crash together like a Octopath Traveler or something like that. But so far, it's been pretty cool. But like I said, I'm super early in it. It does look pretty cool for like that remaster pixelated type game. But yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. I think the game is cool, but since we in 2022 and we live in the era of this ain't worth this and this ain't worth that, when it comes to pricing the games. I play a lot of these type of, retro Japanese RPG games that they bring it back, and a game like this on PlayStation will be like $14.99, $20. But on Nintendo is a full blown like $50 or $60. So
$60 game, huh?
But nobody really is complaining on that side. But I have to bring that up because I know the future topic that we're gonna talk about, that's gonna be a big, thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a good point you brought up though, man, because Live Alive or Live Alive, it is a remake, and it's being brought. That's interesting. It's true. Another one too, like that people aren't complaining about the price is.
How much is that game on the Switch?
60.
Does the Switch release anything below $60 games though?
Not coming from the Switch. No.
I think people not complaining about that one specifically because like I don't think it was ever available in the US.
Live Alive is 50. It was 50.
50? I thought it was 60.
It was never available in the US though, right? Unless you like hacked your SNES or some shit.
Yeah, it never came out in the US. This is the first time it's actually coming out in the US. I don't know if because you got a physical version, right? I don't know if the physical is 60. But I got the digital. I know it was 50.
I could have swore it was 60, but Chris is saying it's 50 in the chat, so I guess that's what it is.
All right.
But yeah, we ain't gonna cap. We ain't gonna cap like people on Twitter talking about they played this game and all this bullshit, but they were from Japan. You feel me?
Oh man, don't do that.
I'm gonna be real with you. I've never even heard of this game prior to this.
Me neither.
I'm sure most people haven't. I mean, this is a game from the 90s, right? So a SNES game. A lot of people that's in the game community didn't even play on SNES.
You go on Twitter, everybody and their third grandmother played it.
Yo, that's a fact though. Which
it's
lying,
so
they be
annoying,
lying
bro.
like hell, boy.
So annoying.
Dudes was googling like they pros.
Dude, yeah, about to say do a quick Google search and do an elaborate video. I'm so excited that this game is coming out.
You watch that YouTube video, sound like they doing a book report. So Live and Live came out in 1995 and it was on the SNES. Like, the fuck?
No, you got
these Google gamers is out here, bro. They Google that
Ooh,
shit.
Google gamers. I like that. Google gamers.
you guys forget the oh, I've been a fan of this for so long. This is one of my favorite series.
Oh my bro.
I can't wait
my
for
favorite,
you guys
bro.
in America to play it. They ain't from Japan.
You ask them something about the game, they be like, huh? No, well, yeah. Something like that. Like, bro, you don't even know nothing about the fucking game, bro.
Or they hype the game up. They hype the game up, then when the game drop, cricket.
They don't
ain't even
fucking
buy it.
play. Yo, bro.
Yo,
Come on, man.
Hey man, shout out to them boys, man.
But there's
Sickening
a demo.
behavior.
There's a demo if you guys want to try it out. The demo, you get to try out 3 characters, and it does cross over to the actual game. So I like when video games do that, where they come with these demos.
I'm gonna watch the demo. Respectfully, Barry, I'm gonna just watch the demo on YouTube.
As you should. I mean, it's 2022. That's what we do now, you know.
Game is through.
Yes, sir.
It ain't about playing games because you got a wife and kids.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. Okay, before we get into the Last of Us stuff, Ghost of Tsushima reportedly sold near 10 million. It's about to hit 10 million. It's been about 2 years. Thoughts on this? Because
Very impressive.
I think for a new IP, that's good. I think it deserves more for what Ghost of Tsushima obviously is. Yeah, but 10 million is good.
For Ghost of Tsushima.
Why is 10 million
great.
for Ghost of Tsushima is good, but it's not that great for The Last of Us Part 2?
You want me to let you know why?
Well, Last of Us is a bigger name, but go ahead. Yeah.
Okay. I can run it down real quick. Right. Games like Spider-Man, 33 million if you combine it with Miles Morales. Games like God of War 2018, 20 million. Horizon Zero Dawn, 20 million. The Last of Us 1 sold over 20 million copies. It almost outsold the entire God of War franchise alone. Almost. If not, it did do that before 2018, right? So what I'm saying is, for The Last of Us Part 2 to be at around the same number as Ghost of Tsushima, a brand new IP in 2 years, that's not good. Not to mention that it sold damn near half of that 10 million in the first 4 days. So you tell me in 2 years it really sold closer to 5 or 6 million, if we being honest, because most of that was done in the first. So that's not good to me. So I got to be honest.
The thing with The Last of Us, right? Because we always say it's sold like 20 million, but that was between the remaster and the original, right? Like their original didn't sell 20 million. Okay,
I think like a decade though too, man. Like the PS3 version and the remaster, when they talked about the sales numbers, they combined it all together and it came out to about 33, 34 million. So I would even argue that, all right, Last of Us 1 plus the remaster probably at 2021, and then Last of Us Part 2 is at like 11, 12 million. I mean, I think the leaks destroyed
the
optimal success for this game.
Absolutely.
It destroyed it.
I think with no leaks, the game probably is at 15 million.
Yeah, 15. That's what I said.
I agree with that. No leaks, it'd be 50 million. But I don't want people in the gaming community to be thinking that 10 million is something to look at like, oh, that's not impressive.
Oh yeah, they'll kill for that. Other developers kill for that.
Yeah, most games don't hit 10 million. It's
most
very
multiplats don't hit 10 million.
Like all the games that sell 10 million above, that's not majority of the games that come out. So, you know what I mean? If a game hit that milestone, it's still an impressive thing. But I do agree that Last of Us, I do feel that was a little disappointing and underwhelming, but I understand it because of the fucking leaks.
Exclusives are held to a higher standard. It just is, right? Because like God of War and all them selling 20 million, people weren't too impressed about it, even though that puts them in line with like the top 50 selling games of all time. But when you look at a game like maybe an RE game, RE game come out and say we sold 5 million copies since launch, and it'd be 3-4 years. Oh my God, great success, and it's on everything, right? But a game could be on one platform, sell fucking 10 million, and nobody bats an eye. They say it's not good enough. That's why it's coming to PC. So
I think also when it comes to to go deeper than that, the PlayStation exclusives I think are definitely held to the highest standard, where people are expecting these exclusives to sell 10, 20, 30 plus million. And I'm like, yo, listen, 10 million in 2 years through a pandemic. Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest. I think that's great. I do think the optimal sales for this game was hindered because of the leak. Because when it comes to word of mouth, don't never underestimate word of mouth, man. That stuff travels, man, far and wide. In the ignorance and bigotry
It's helping
that's
Stray,
out
for
here,
example.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Straight, yo, listen. A lot of people in this community, it's a lot of FOMO with Stray, right? A lot of people wouldn't even look twice at this fucking game, but because oh my god, I can't wait to play as a cat, blah blah blah. Everybody's like, well, what the hell's up with this cat game? That word of mouth is powerful, and I think with the leaks of Last of Us, it stopped the optimal sales of this game. A lot of people was looking at Joel
I
and
agree.
a lot of people were looking at Joel and like, oh, well, they felt that it was some woke bullshit because Joel got killed and the story then was being focused on Ellie, and then they saw Abby do what
Abby.
she did, and they trying to say, oh, oh, why he's being killed by a woman, but all that bullshit that people were saying. And I'm like, we don't know the full context of what's happening here. And then when you play through the game and you actually see full context, he wouldn't have made it out that situation if Abby wasn't there. You understand? Anybody in that room could have took him and Tommy down because they all were military trained, and it was like 8 of them. You're not getting out that room alive. So, given full context of the situation, I think people was overreacting. But again, this is what happens with social media and leaks. People take what's being given to them and they don't question it. They just run with it, and this is what we have.
Check this
Yeah,
out.
and
Check this out. How much did Last of Us the first game sold before part 2 came out? Did anybody know those numbers? Or
It was over 20 by that time.
all right, so like 20 million, right? And a game ending like that, who wouldn't want to play the sequel to that game? So that's why I feel like I agree 100%. Like how that game ended, everybody was talking about like, yo, what the hell is going to happen next? How are these guys going to talk about, this situation, how their relationship is going to be in the next game? So the fact that the game leaked out and people took however they wanted to took it, and the sales is only at 10 million, that's proof right there, because 20 million bought this game. The ending left on like a cliff, not like a cliffhanger, but it was like interesting. Like you want to see the next game right away, and it didn't pass it, or it didn't equal to what the first game did. Yeah, the leaks definitely hurt that game big time.
And with with the type of games that PlayStation make, it's like this really difficult line of being creative, but it's also their games are mostly like high budget too, because they worked on Ghost of Tsushima 6 years or something like that. It was like 6 years for Sucker Punch, and that's a real expensive game, right? Last of Us 2 was extremely expensive, and I think, like, I guess from the business side, they definitely wanted to sell more than 10 million each, because you look at games that like Nintendo makes, for example, like these shits probably like, what's this dumbass game where you live in a house with an Animal Crossing?
Animal Crossing.
Like that probably cost like 1/100
like 40 million now too.
Yeah, that game probably cost 1/100 of what Last of Us 2 cost, but it sold like 40 million. So it like those you can't argue with those margins. Now I'm gonna, of course, as a gamer, I'm gonna want you to create the game I want. I don't care about your margins, but I'm saying that's probably how they look at it, and they definitely wanted to sell more. And for the game, it is, we all agree it deserves to sell more. Especially with how people talk about it. Especially Ghost of Tsushima, people be talking about is better than The Last of Us and even Horizon for different reasons. So.
I think in terms of Ghost of Tsushima though, like that I'm very happy at the success of that, because that's a phenomenal game. Shout out to Sucker Punch, right? They in their bag with that, and I think that's well deserved, and for that to be a new IP and being that successful out the gate, I mean that talks to the successes of PlayStation Studios. So shout out to
you also got to blame Naughty Dog too, because with part 2, yes, it was a more grander, much more bigger game overall in scale and in gameplay, but you didn't have no multiplayer component launching with that game. So that might have threw off a lot of people as well. Like, yo, I'm not gonna buy that if Factions 2 is not here. You know what I mean? Especially those faction players.
Especially the fact that it leaked.
They rollouts have been horrible, man. They've been horrible.
Bad rollouts,
Ever since Uncharted 4, the rollouts have been absolute trash.
It doesn't make sense though, because to be one of, if not the top studio that every other studio strives to be in the industry, and to be this dysfunctional and disorganized with the leaks and the messaging and just all of it, especially with one of your top selling franchises, it doesn't make sense to me. It's like why is this keep happening, right?
Yeah.
When with Last of Us 2, the story and the factions leaked. Both of that leaked, right? So that messed up the messaging of getting the optimal sales for The Last of Us 2, but it also screwed up when they wanted to roll out information for factions. We still don't have, like, really and truly, we still don't have no
No.
information. So
Never seen it.
that lets you know that lets
Been
you
like
know
2
how
plus
far
years.
behind-
2 plus years, never seen it.
Yeah, and that lets you know how far behind that was really gonna be, man. Like if that didn't leak, we wouldn't have heard nothing till 2023, I believe, because that's what Neil said at Summer Game Fest, and I'm like, well, damn, like what are you doing with this game? And what'll piss me off is you put this out and it does not live up to the expectations, or this leaks and messes up the launch of this, and it's like, damn.
So let me set this up real quick. Okay, so Summer Game Fest, right? Last of Us Part 2. Last of Us Part 1, we already knew it existed, but
It leaked, yeah.
Yeah, it leaked, right? And then after that, it got confirmed at Summer Game Fest. They put out a little blog post, they put out a little trailer also, right?
No trailer.
It wasn't no trailer? I thought it was
No, at the Summer Game, yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah, that one where they say rebuilt.
Part one.
Part one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, part one where they said, the trailer where it was like said rebuilt from the ground up. Okay, boom. That came after the leak. Month later, now there's leaks, gameplay. A leaker comes out, says there's no actual gameplay improvements. Now, obviously reactionary. The day after it happens, they put out this trailer and this blog post because it's reactionary because they dropped it at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They never do that, right? Obviously, they didn't make that video overnight. They had that joints, in tuck. Why you don't release that same video at Summer Game Fest or a week after Summer Game Fest, since you had another trailer Summer Game Fest? Who knows why you waited for so long? That part doesn't make sense. But what they claim is, here's the information about it. Native 4K 30 or dynamic 4K targeting 60, DualSense controller features, 3D audio. They claim it's not a simple resolution bump or frame rate bump. It's a complete overhaul, rebuilt from the ground up. Denser physics and objects in the environment will react more realistically, improve character animations, improved AI for allies and enemies, a permadeath mode, speedrun mode, costumes, and a whole bunch of accessibility shit. Because, Naughty Dog, the king of accessibility options now. By the way, everything that's leaked about Naughty Dog projects, it always happens within a week of like shit going gold for some reason. Like Last of Us Part 2 and its Part 1 remake, it happened like right when it went gold. They obviously have a leaking problem. So what is y'all take on the actual, what is included with the actual remake and what you expected versus what it is?
Did anybody want to go first?
Go ahead, Deli. You can go first, Deli.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't really have any expectations. I just kind of expected like it would be a game that is, remastered or remade for a whole new audience. So for me, since we've kind of like lived through this game in real time, within about the last 10 years or so, I wasn't too high on expectations with it. But when they came out and showed what they actually did do on it, I was more than thrilled to see that it was much more than just some resolution bumps and some other things. Like a lot of the stuff that they did is just massive. It's like 2 to 3 years worth of work for any studio, especially a studio as large as Naughty Dog's. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I'm not really going to get into the value proposition because $70 to me is not the same as $70 somebody else. If you don't want to pay for it, don't pay for it. I don't care. But yeah, I'm happy with the remake. Again, the accessibility options that they included in the game is something that is just wonderful. Like it's impossible for them to do that on a decade-old engine, especially since a decade ago, accessibility options weren't really necessarily a thing. Gaming was just hitting a new global mass appeal in the gaming audience. So accessibility options was like a thing of the past, a thing of the future. It's like we'll figure that out as soon as we get there. But right now, let's not worry about that. So a lot of those engine things that they had for accessibility options that they had in part 2 were baked into the engine for part 2. So it would be nigh impossible to go back and just patch in some stuff for the original. Again, breakables, AI, all of that stuff, motion matching, a lot of that cool stuff is like neat stuff that just is like icing to the cake for people who have experienced the game in real time like us. But if we put it into perspective, my younger sister just turned 18 this year. She is able to legally buy the game for the first time this year, part 1. So that's like a game that she's never been able to play legally for the longest time. So it's like for her, this could be a whole new experience. So it's wonderful. It's same thing with the accessibility options, right? Like the accessibility options is something that like giving people, again, a whole new brand new audience, not only on the disabled gaming front, but like just again a whole new audience, is just absolutely wonderful. And I think that's amazing. And yeah.
Hey, real quick, I came in to ask a question about the previous topic, but I just want to know where BG find these guys. But anyway, real quick, who in here didn't buy The Last of Us remake not remake, but remastered on PS4?
Pretty sure everybody did, probably.
Come on, bro. Exactly, right? That doubles the sales right there. I think it's a simple thing, and then it was a bundle. I know Last of Us 2 had a bundle, but niggas bought the game on PS3 and then bought the PS4 bundle. Like, it just doubles up the sales. So I don't think it's definitely a lot lower, but I don't think it's that crazy when you take into effect that mainly everyone rebought the game twice anyway.
You think the actual number of people who
I
actually
see what
played
you- I see
it?
what you're
I don't
saying.
think it's
No,
that
like,
big a deal,
you
but
think it's more
everyone,
like 20,
if
15
everyone,
to 20 million.
exactly, but if everyone in this room rebought the game anyway, it's like
You know what?
look
You know what,
around,
Tony?
bro.
That's actually a good point. That's a good point.
But that's why I asked it because
So that 10 ain't as yeah, I get
It's not
okay,
that
this shit's
it's lower, but when you look at it, I think everyone rebought the game mostly.
The Last of Us fan base isn't actually like 33 million. Is,
Yeah,
his
that's
point.
what I'm saying.
It's
Yeah,
probably
that's what I
more
think.
15 to 20.
Yeah. That's what
I never
think.
thought I would say this. Tony had a good. Holy shit, Tony! Good
Shut
job,
your
brother.
ass up. Man.
Good
I'm always
job, brother. I
right.
liked it. I liked it.
I'm ahead of it, bro. You got it.
And it's definitely a good point because like anybody that loved everybody that loved the game on PS3, when we saw that, we bought
they definitely read up.
twice.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
For the PS2, PS4. But to add on to that, like with the news that came out, this was something I was saying before, but like with The Last of Us, it's a 2-generational game. It's not. People. I think a lot of people are thinking because it was remastered for PS4, it's a PlayStation 4 game. No, it's not. It looks dated, and if you play Last of Us 2 and go back to Last of Us 1, even the gameplay is dated because of what you're able to do and like the environments and all that other stuff. So I understand them wanting to remake and upgrade everything and make it more fluid and more, smooth and all that stuff and more more of this gen. And not only that, but I think the accessibility options is also a big thing as well. Having both games with some of the best accessibility options and all that stuff. I think that's also playing a big part. But listen, man, what's there, what they show, what I saw, I get the factions thing because I loved factions and I'm feeling for that factions too whenever that comes out. And I do think factions 1 would have been a great thing to have tide people over because we don't know when the fuck we're getting this. So it'd have been cool to remaster that or remake that as well. But what they're showing and what I'm seeing, I'm happy.
So
I ain't that happy, man.
Let's
I'm gonna be
get to Bari and Jack's grievances with what they think should have been there and their expectations.
I mean, all right. Let me say this. I'm happy with what they presented during that trailer. I feel like they explain what they're doing as far as what the new things that they're doing and what they're doing with this remake as far as rebuilding and all that shit. But they implemented a lot of the Last of Us 2 stuff, but they still didn't go full throttle, in my opinion. I felt like they holding back. Like my assumption, and keyword assumption, is like when I saw them talking on the Summer Game Fest show, and when I saw them put up the pre-orders of the game and reading the description, I'm thinking that we're gonna get The Last of Us Part 1 story and all that stuff with Last of Us Part 2 gameplay, because you're trying to streamline everything, right? You're streamlining the graphics, you're streamlining the gameplay, so people that won't be coming back or wanting to play the whole series in the outdated game, right? So when I see things like modernized controls and gameplay and enhanced combat and exploration, my mind always went to, oh, so they're gonna incorporate the Last of Us Part 2 gameplay. You know what I mean? Yes, the dodging, the proning, all that good shit, because you're rebuilding the fucking game. I'm sick and tired of these PlayStation fans. So why would they do that? You would have to rebuild the whole goddamn game if they wanted to put the Last of Us. No shit, Sherlock. That's what's in the fucking trailer. They rebuilding the game. So that means they redid everything. They can implement trucks or cars that is higher up grass and all that stuff, so they can incorporate that type of gameplay within it, because it's rebuilt. You added all this AI from part 2, but we playing the same fucking way as part 1. Everybody's smarter, but the player. You know what I mean when it comes to the gameplay standpoint. So I'm not really upset about, like, all right. So let's say they didn't have like prone, cool, but the dodge. How you not have the dodge? How you not have the dodge? Why you ain't implement the dodge? The AI is smarter. These motherfuckers is calling out people and calling their names and all that stuff. You highlighted that. But we out here doing the same fucking role and we gotta, you know what I mean? Like, yo, come on, man. I wanted Last of Us Part 2 gameplay with Part 1 because I felt like, me personally, I love Part 1 story just a smidgen more than Part 2, but Part 2 gameplay blows Part 1 gameplay out of water. And if you meshed all of that together, like how I felt like, you know, they were alluding to or leaning towards to, you know what I mean? I felt that would have been a great package. You know what I mean? I feel like it would have been a great package having that two, the story and the gameplay together. But I'm not saying that what they're doing here is bad, because like I said, when I watched the video, I'm like, yeah, okay, I see what you're doing. I like those new implementations. I'm an animation whore. You know what I mean? So I like that new stuff that they implement in the AI and all that stuff, making the companion AI much smarter, so it's avoiding, you know, enemies and all that stuff. I love that stuff, but I'll be lying to everybody here if I said that I wasn't a little bit disappointed not seeing them fully implement Last of Us Part 2 gameplay with this remake. That's just my opinion.
Well, I think that implementing The Last of Us 2, you know, Part 2's gameplay designs would fundamentally change some of the things about the original, about Part 1. And that's just because of how mechanically fast and fluid Part 2 is. Like, you would have to change a lot of the level designs when it comes to Part 1. So a lot of the stuff that is a lot more open has to be broken up way wider. We have to include diving and combat and other things.
That's the point of them rebuilding the game. They rebuild. If you look at some of the screen by screen shots, a lot of this stuff is different. This house and this building is way different. If you are implementing all these things, like
sorry, go ahead.
I felt like they implemented a lot of the Last of Us 2 stuff, but it was like, all right, we're gonna cut it short here. Maybe because of budget reasons, you know, you probably know more than that. I understand that, but I just feel like they could have pushed it forward with just going full throttle with it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're gonna have to change up some level design because they did say enhance exploration and combat. And the thing is too, they have modifiers where you have explosive tip arrows. You have things where you're reloading faster, like how Last of Us Part 2 is. So they are changing things within the gameplay, but they didn't go all out, in my opinion. And I felt like I wanted them to go all out, but hey, you know, it is what it is.
No, that's totally understandable. You know, obviously, I would like them to go all out as well too, and I don't personally have a problem with them changing the structural foundation of Part 1. But moving into Part 2's gameplay design as well too, they have a completely different art direction, gameplay design, level design, audio design as well too. A lot of that stuff is core to that experience because it tells that narrative foundation. The problem with Part 1 is that it already has a set in stone narrative design, has a set in stone gameplay design and other things. That building that you were talking about is not going to tamper with the structural integrity of the game's level design, because that is like an optional area, or when we block out gray blocks for levels, that doesn't necessarily hinder the flow of a video game's level. But things like, you know, changing an entire art direction or changing the density of foliage or changing, you know, where things are, that does impact game design. So things like audio cues and visual cues and signage and posting stays the same because of the flow of the level design. And that's why we see when the side by sides, a lot of the stuff is, a lot of the small stuff is changed and stuff like that. A couch is moved here. Things are prettier here, more foliage here. But a lot of the audio cues and the signage posting are the exact same because they wanted to keep that structural foundation the exact same. Now, do I agree with you? Like, I would want more. Obviously, I want more Last of Us, right? Like, I want a better version of the game. But I think that's my reasoning. Like, that I see that their reasoning. Whether or not you believe that reasoning with all of your heart, that's totally up to you.
Yeah.
So I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. Like I said, I understand what they're going through, but I felt like if they'd have dropped that video, like BG said, at that Summer Game Fest, or when the game went gold, explaining, here's what we meant by everything that we said in this reveal trailer, it would have been much more. It would have received better, but
yeah,
this is Naughty Dog. They
that's
always
what I was
push the
gonna say, though, man.
boundaries. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo,
I understand.
push the boundaries with this remake.
That's what I was gonna say, though, man. Like, I think, because I agree with what Bari is saying, like 100%. I do think adding that dodge and prone and stuff like that would have been cool. But I think the assumption that a lot of people had, I think some of that blame has to fall on that as well. The blame falls on Naughty Dog and PlayStation when it comes to the narrative, right? They continuously allow these outside entities to just put things out that get these leaks and put things out there, and it screws up what you're trying to do. You need to be more forthcoming up front of the gate. And I hate to say this, but in the era that we live in, you got to PBS these motherfuckers, man, because this is what happens, man. Like, people are gonna assume and run with whatever they run with, and this is what it turns into. So now, whatever you always intended for this game to be, people are gonna think that you are being lazy or cutting corners because you weren't up front and put that information out there out the gate. That video that they put out, I said that should have went out when the game went gold. That video should have dropped that same day, and that's how you announce the game going gold, right? They didn't do that, so now everyone is looking like, this is what we're gonna get, this is what we want, blah blah blah. And now this is where we're at in the situation where now people are mad and angry, and
I agree that
like I said.
Sorry, go ahead, BG.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, like y'all said, if they release this video even a week after Summer Game Fest, this is not even a topic. We're not even discussing this because they got your expectations in check very early instead of letting you sit and stew and build up all this expectation of shit that was never gonna happen. So that's their fault on communication, right? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what they're waiting for. There's no difference from 3 weeks ago or whenever, because if this leak didn't happen, who knows when they would have put that video out, right? I'm like, I don't know what these dudes are even waiting for. But at the same time, I feel so. Resident Evil 2 Remake came out 2019, I think it is. If Last of Us Remake Part 1 Remake comes out before that, not saying it should have, but if Resident Evil 2 Remake doesn't exist or Last of Us Part 1 Remake comes out before that, this isn't an issue either, because Resident Evil 2 Remake changed people's expectations for what they think a remake should be. But before Resident Evil 2 Remake, you got to remember, when people wanted a remake, they used to tell developers, don't change shit about my game. People hated, like, the thought of a developer changing anything gameplay wise. If you fucking move a branch, niggas with fan bases would lose their mind. So it's funny now, just a few years removed, seeing dudes saying, why you not adding gameplay and why you not adding this and all that. I'm like, bro, it was not too long ago. If you did that, niggas would lose their mind, start like, marching up to studios and wanting to burn that shit down. People forget about that.
You can't change the definition of a word. A remake means exactly what it is. So that's not Merriam-Webster's fault. That's the dictionary. That's a remake is something that you are remaking in a new fashion.
Nah, BG, what are you trying to say? BG, what are you trying to say? We dumb?
Now, a reimagining or something like that, that's different. Now, obviously, that goes back to messaging with developers and marketing and all this other shit. You're gonna have to, you gotta PBS,
that's my thing.
You have to PBS these gamers, man.
People are
what you trying to say, BG? Are you trying to say that we was dumb?
Look, people are also People don't even like the word reimagining, because that's what really Resident Evil 2 and Final Fantasy 7 remake
that's what it is.
But
Yeah.
they're not called that. So people conflate all these remakes as the same thing when they're not, right? Because you really need to, what you really need, right? A reimagining is really needed when damn near the genre of the game has to change because it's so old, because it's not viable today. Like Last of Us is not that old where you really need to like start changing up mechanics. I'm not against if they did that, but I didn't expect it because once again, the traditional and the what a remake was, like I said, mostly when you look at most of these remakes, they don't change nothing. They don't add anything. That's the norm. That's the norm.
Broken games HDR.
How am
Broken
I
games
capping?
HDR. You are capping. You know why?
How am I
you know I know
capping?
you capping because your opinion on that came out when the leaks came out and the video. Yeah, you saying that now, but I'm pretty sure when they first announced this joint, nobody on here on YouTube, on Twitter was talking about. I don't think The Last of Us Part 2 gameplay gonna be implemented.
I know. I never expected prone. I never expected prone or dodging. Never. I never expected that, bro. I'm telling you, I never expected that.
A wild tick appeared. I gotta correct this real quick. Hold on. A wild tick just appeared. Yo, from ever when Resident Evil 1 came out, BJ, I don't know what you mean by that. When Resident Evil 1 came out on GameCube, that was a remake. We all would picture remakes of being on that caliber. So I don't know what you mean by that. And it was a lot different. That game was, I think that came out in 2001. The original Resident Evil came out in 04.
Using the exception as the rule. Y'all keep using the exception as the rule. Look up most remakes. Most remakes do not do what RE Remake or RE2 did. That's the exception.
Until the time, that was like the only remake that you really knew.
Bro, that was not the. That's still not the standard of remakes. Go look up most remakes and see if they change gameplay. They don't.
That was the standard of remakes. I didn't know any other remakes other than that game.
No. He's right. He's right as far as most remakes don't change gameplay that much like that. It might
that's
change
all I'm saying.
How the character interacts with the world and things like modernize it.
Modernizing the gameplay.
Y'all can't tell me that when Last of Us Part 1 remake got announced, you wasn't thinking that it was like, yo, they about to implement Part 2 gameplay within this remake. The way how they worded everything on that stage and how they worded it on the direct. Now we know it's not. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people were thinking that.
I agree with you, Barry, but he never directly said we're implementing Last of Us 2 mechanics and gameplay into Last of Us 1. Those assumptions have to, again, and listen, I was there too. Like I take that. I'm not absolving myself. I hold the L as well because I've said it too. Like, oh man, it'd be dope to have Last of Us 2, Joel doing this, doing that. So I hold the L as well. But gamers have to hold the L there with assuming that, and PlayStation and Naughty Dog hold the L with not being 100% direct and have PBS and motherfucking gamers.
What I thought was going to happen, I thought the game was going to feel like Part 2, but I did not expect them to put the actual mechanics like prone or dodge, and that I never expected that. Like I said, I am not mad, and I'm not saying they shouldn't have done it or I would be against it. I'm just saying I never thought that and never expected that myself. That's all I'm saying.
Well, before I leave out of here, are you okay with the $70 price tag? Do you think it should be worth $70?
Oh, hold on. We don't care. We don't care.
That's a straw man argument.
Hey, BG.
That's a good question.
I typed a whole text document. Can I get a Black Bond-esque 5-minute rant or my opinions? All right, real quick. I'm just gonna run down everything I said, right? Okay. First of all, these views are from a diehard Last of Us fan, self-proclaimed, okay? The way I feel about this game is based on false marketing, right? Summer's Game Fest. Jeff Keighley said, imagine The Last of Us Part 2's combat in The Last of Us Part 1. He said that to Neil Druckmann. Neil Druckmann's response was, yeah, man, we took everything we learned from Uncharted 4 and The Last of Us Part 2 and implemented into this game. That is more of a confirmation than a denial. Why didn't he say, well, we took a lot of what made those games great, but not quite. We didn't get too crazy. We wanted to stay truthful to, faithful to the original. There's not going to be a dodge or prone mechanic, but a lot of the shooting mechanics. He didn't do that. If I say BG's a bitch ass nigga, and BG said, yeah, I've been living with that my whole life. If you don't come out and say, no, I'm not a bitch ass nigga, everybody's going to call you a bitch ass nigga. That's the first point. Okay. Like Neil at the Summer Game Fest said, it's going to be a night and day difference, right? Neil on that video they came out with a couple of days ago said at the end, it's not going to be different, but extremely better. Why even emphasize that? Why close the video saying that? You knew what people expected, okay? Why hold that video? Why didn't you show that video at the announcement? There would have been a lot more, lot less people going back and forth assuming shit, right? What was so special about that video? Did we have to hear about the bumpables, chippables, and breakables? Was that the big reveal of that video? Seriously? A lot of tech they showed was impressive. The motion matching, I don't know why I always have trouble saying it. It looks impressive. Time will tell if it makes a notable difference, right? Aside from the visuals, the improvements in this game are negligible to most people. I do not blame the leaker simply because, even though I felt like it was a smear campaign attempted, if you either have not played The Last of Us or you have played The Last of Us, the gameplay elements are not noticeable to the naked eye. I saw the most example of the motion matching, right? When Joel walked by the dude at the beginning of the chair, he stood up like differently. He stands up differently. That's the motion matching, right? A normal person is not going to realize that. When he heals himself with a bandage in the first game, he do it one way. In the new game, he bite the bandage. Most people are not going to fucking notice that. It's impressive tech. They did a lot of work. The blind eye not going to notice that, right? Another thing, The Last of Us Remastered is free for every PS5 owner via the PS Plus collection. This is going to be a hard sale at $70. No MP, which is understandable because I know they making the factions game, but there is also a chance of them turning off the original Last of Us online. And we don't know if the new game is going to even have that mode or play like that. They just turned off all the kill zones, right? Okay, cool. In the trailer that they came out with a couple of days ago, one of the head devs said this game is a reimagining. He said this game is a reimagining. He said that. But the game plays largely like a one-to-one remake. The game was fully rebuilt from the ground up for the PS5, meaning they retooled the AI, they used shit from part 2. There is no reason this game does not include dodge or prone. Even getting rid of the prone, there's no reason this game should not include the dodge button. I heard what Deli said, and I played The Last of Us numerous times. A dodge button would not affect. I'm willing to bet money the dodge button would fit in every situation in this game. On top of that, take out the dodge and the prone. Why does this game not feature the gore of The Last of Us Part 2? The gore is not there. Okay. So devs could have tempered expectations, but every time somebody mentioned how it was rebuilt, Last of Us Part 2 gameplay, they gaslit them. They tweeting emojis, 100 emojis, power emojis, kissy emoji, whatever the fuck. They could have said no dodge or prone, but a lot of that new shit gonna be in there. No one ever did that. Right? If everybody really knew there was no dodge or prone in the game and everybody's an Einstein Twitter smart guy, why didn't no one has ever said that until after it was announced? No one ever said that.
I never remember anybody bringing it up though. I never remember anybody bringing up dodge or prone prior to that time.
It was the assumption. I get what Jack is saying.
Jack preaching right now.
It was the assumption. Yeah, like Jack is right. Like a lot of gamers ran with the notion that this was going to play largely like Last of Us Part 2 because of what they were saying with being able to create the game that they truly wanted, without any limitations. And when you look at Last of Us Part 2, it's like, well, you created that on PS4 and it plays like that. So I think this goes back to the work. This goes back to the messaging and the narrative, and why I say I blame PlayStation and Naughty Dog for that, because words.
I just want to address, like, there's a lot of meatheads in the comment section, a lot of meatheads who are not listening, who think I'm defending this. I literally said I did not expect it. I did not say it should not be in there or they should not have put it in there. But for some reason, people are taking me saying I did not expect it as defense. Can y'all please pull the dick out your brain and listen to the words I'm saying?
This is what I'm gonna say.
Y'all think everything is damage control. I literally even said in my video, they lack communication, body dismemberment should be in there, all this type of shit should be in there.
So the body dismemberment is not in the game?
From what I saw, it wasn't
crazy.
Yeah, it seemed like he got the same dismemberment that the first game did has dismemberment if you hit a certain person with a bomb or whatnot. But I'm seeing like similar levels. I'm not seeing The Last of Us shoot somebody in the head, you see the hole in there. I'm not seeing all of that. I'm really not.
Okay.
Can I say one more thing? I want to say two more things actually. My last point on that document was that I went in Twitter Spaces after this, and you actually had PlayStation quote unquote fans downplaying the dodge and the prone as if that was not a game changing mechanic. And this is another thing about changing the gameplay. No one who has played both games would say The Last of Us Part 1 played better than Part 2. That is asinine foolishness. No one would say that. No one would be mad if all that was implemented in Part 1. And lastly, I have to blame, I'm not going to even blame PlayStation. I'm not going to even blame Naughty Dog devs. I put full blame on Neil Druckmann. He had ample opportunity to correct Jeff Keighley there. Even if he didn't want to do that, this man tweets about everything, any and everything. He had ample opportunity to say, seeing rumblings of dodge and prone, that's not going to be in the game. He could have cleaned it up real nice. And this was before the game was on sale. If you tell me this before the game is on sale, I can't get mad at you. I either pre-order the game or I don't. But they held all this shit in until the $100 edition sold out in less than a day. Bro, it was deceitful at best. You know what I mean? And I'm liking some of the changes I'm seeing with the game, but the way it was promoted is not that. And it is what it is, bro.
Yeah, I would highly blame marketing as well too, because the developers, when we finish the game or when we go for a gold copy, the marketing team is basically like a separate branch of the studio. They're on the other side of the building. So when they ask us, hey, do you guys have something cool added into the game? What do you guys have? And then we give you guys we give the marketing and the PR guys the build. It's their job to pile things together. So if they said, oh yeah, this is modernizing combat, it's revolutionary, it's blah blah this and that, a lot of the devs, we don't have control over what we say here. So at the end of the day, yeah, don't blame like you said, Jack, I agree with you. Don't blame devs or anything like that. It's strictly PR. Obviously Neil, much like Corey, could come out and say and temper expectations as well too, because at the end of the day, when things get leaked like that, Neil has time to joke about it on Twitter, but he doesn't have enough time to
he's made
be like
several
Corey.
jokes about leaks. He's made several jokes about him, bro.
Yeah, he doesn't have time like Corey and say like, hey guys, it's coming out this year, don't worry. Something simple like that doesn't even take up 240 characters.
Yeah, and then that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, the bigger issue to me is not the remake. I'm fine with what's provided in the remake. It's the communication part. Once again, you could have been said all this shit, and you do have to be careful, with your words, because him saying we're taking what we learned and putting it in part 1, that's even still being vague in a bad way, because now you're letting people's mind come up with their own their own interpretation of what that exactly means, right? And then the whole shit that people are now arguing and debating the definition of a remake versus a remaster, and I'm like, I can't believe we're doing this in 2022, because it is getting a little, because I do think a reimagining is different from a remake, and a remake is different from a remaster. Those are 3 different things, but they're not they're not explicitly defined in game development like that. I know the difference, but I don't think a lot of people seem to actually realize the difference, and they get thrown around very willy nilly and shit like that. This is a 1-to-1 remake. That's what this is, but you shouldn't be putting other words out there surrounding it, and you have to be very clear, because like I said, at one point this remake, what you're doing with this remake, the level of effort you're giving would be extremely acceptable. This could still be extremely acceptable if you make it clear that this is a 1-to-1 remake. But if you lead people on to think it could be more than that, that's where you get in trouble. That's the problem. And yes, this is a remake. People calling it a remaster of a remaster. No, it's not even that. It's a remake. If you want to say it's a bad remake, that's fine too. If you want to say it's a good remake, that's fine too. But y'all can't go back in history and start changing the definition of words.
The thing is, what's weird is that anybody that think this game is not a remake is a fool, because was people thinking that when Shadow of the Colossus came out, that's not a remake, or people saying that's a remaster? That was clearly a remake, or they rebuilt that game. Yeah, the gameplay is the same, and I'm not disagreeing with what BG is saying as far as what a remake is and the gameplay being the same. It's just I felt like Naughty Dog and Jack with the evidence and all the proof. Yeah, they was alluding to a total overhaul with gameplay, and that made a lot of people assume. I'm including you too, BG. That lead everybody to assume that Last of Us Part 2 gameplay was in there. You know why? Because there's thousands of videos on this game when that game got announced, and everybody was saying the same shit, and nobody in the chat was all smart. Was like, I don't think it's gonna have that game. Everybody was agreeing, everybody was hyping, everybody pre-ordered.
Barry, even dudes were saying, you think they're gonna add Abby playable section today? So you thought they was gonna go in and redo mocap and all this, but you didn't think they would have put the dodge in there, bro? Like that don't even make sense, right? Like, come on, man, stop this. I'm gonna say this too. I want to say this too. The devs definitely did a lot of work. This game is literally fully remade. If you look at, they even redid all the animations, running through obstacle courses and shit. But Naughty Dog is definitely gonna catch slander. And like I said, I blame, like Deli said, the marketing. The marketing set these guys up. Now they finna get fucking ridiculed and roasted all over social media for the rest of the days, man, until their next game come out. And I can't necessarily blame the people that did it because they was expecting something else.
The marketing in the blog post could have easily left out the combat options. They really could have just left that out. It was 2 words. And then everybody would have been tapered expectations. They'd been like, yo, what are they, hopefully, they do something with the combat. And then they could have had plausible deniability there too. But when they came out and said, enhanced combat, modernized gameplay in the combat, redone X and Y, people are going to start flaring up their expectations because they're going to see words like paired and grouped together very specific ways. And again, that's it's deceptive.
And then no other first party. I mean, no people's games don't even leak like that. You know what I'm saying? Like in general, some games leak, but it don't be like this. Like who else has had their whole entire script of their game leak, the gameplay leak, twice in a row for 2 different projects. That don't happen, bro.
Yeah, that's a Naughty Dog.
A lot of release dates and stuff like that will leak, but Naughty Dog, it's like their whole. It's like we know what's going on in the damn studio, bro. Because it's like we know everything.
Somebody got a vendetta against Naughty Dog doing this.
And when leaks happen, it be some like dirty footage. Some nigga still using a razor phone or some shit like that. This shit be straight from the game, bro. Like straight from the direct recording.
BG, what do they normally say after whatever game get leaked with the razor footage and all that stuff?
Sometimes they deny it or something like that, or
they would say take this with a grain of salt.
Oh yeah.
Take this with a grain of salt. Not Naughty Dog leaks. This is pure facts. 100%. This is what you're gonna get in the game. That's what. I don't see.
I think
all the leaks with the articles I read. No, take with a grain of salt. None of that. This is pure leak.
It's definitely somebody. I think these leaks are coming from somebody that's still working there. Like that's just like on the hush. But it's gotta be, man.
It's gotta be or a contractor. It could be a contractor.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, it's a contractor for sure. Probably most likely 80% a contractor. There was like 2,400 contractors for Last of Us 2.
That's a lot of people.
And everybody uses contractors, right? So why is it Naughty Dog contractors that seem to want to out all their games?
People
like
got to extra grind with Naughty Dog, man. It's Hey man, I don't know. They really piss people off with part 2. They really and people really fucking hating it. I like Neil Druckmann personally, even though he's been on some fuck shit recently. People hate. I was watching The Last of Us, one of them impressions video. Dude was like, "What dude say?" He said Neil Druckmann makes his flesh crawl. He will, bro. Nigga, I laughed myself to sleep watching that video. But yeah, people
they definitely there's definitely like a hit job, a minor hit job on Naughty Dog. They don't make it easy on themselves, right? But like you got to fix that leak. You like, and it's like it is someone low level because I can't picture, a dev who literally makes a living and needs their next check, taking some risk like this, especially when you don't get no clout.
And a director or a lead.
Yeah, you don't. And the thing is, you don't get no clout from this. It's not like when they be leaking, they plaster their name and they got a YouTube video, so they don't even benefit from this shit. So they're doing this all because they want to watch this shit burn, bro. It's pure like maliciousness.
And most of these leaks are like finished builds or like merged builds already. Like these are like post code check-ins, so I would say like it'd probably be somewhere in the QA or it'd be somebody in the animation department.
Yeah, it's never early footage, so it's never really early. It's always like towards the finish. So Hey, man.
I'm still looking forward to the game. I'm just disappointed, man. That's all.
They're working on a new project. We know that, bro. If that shit leaks,
You know it's going to though. You know it's going to.
Jim Ryan gotta just like, I'm telling you, he gotta threaten some niggas. He gotta go in that studio. He gotta
Wait. You telling them to go in there and put everybody on suicide watch?
Bro, he has to put the fear of God in everybody in there. Because if you don't know, cause they said they found the leakers of The Last of Us Part 2. They said they identified who it was. And I assume they not there no more.
Working.
I thought a foreign dude did that, right?
Maybe, I don't remember who exactly it was, but they said they identified him. I'm going in there and threatening you. I'm like, listen, I'm doing a taken speech. We will find you if you leak shit. And I'm gonna make sure you never work in this industry again.
You know what? A caveat to that is, it might not even be Naughty Dog. It might be one of the support studios, like a contractor there, or somebody that's not happy with. So, it's a lot of variables with that. It could be Naughty Dog, could be a support studio, like a contractor or something.
I mean, it could be somebody at Sony too. You know, they get
somebody at Sony,
you know, they get a late build and they say, all right, put some magic on this and put it out on the internet.
Yep. Whatever it is, they got to stop it, man. They got to stop, because if I'm about 80% sure Factions 3 is gonna leak.
I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
But I definitely think that's gonna leak. But if their next project leaks and it like hurts the sales,
the Snitch leaked Part 1's release date, right? It was a Snitch, I think.
Yes.
So that I'm fine. That I'm fine with, because there's certain leaks that are not malicious. Like, he just leaked the release date, and you know the fact that it confirmed that it existed and stuff like that. And that was, you know, and I'm pretty sure he's on the back end of YouTube. You know, most people believe that by now. So that's not really something you can necessarily control if you're doing YouTube premieres and stuff like that, because you have to upload it beforehand. But like, other than that, somebody like having access to your game and leaking, you know, really important information about it, details about it, then that's a problem, and you gotta fix that, man. So yeah, who's still buying? Jack, or you already still bought it?
I already bought the fucking game.
That thing already pre-ordered.
Oh man, look at how they fold.
I pre-ordered like the day after they announced the shit. I didn't know all this shit was gonna happen. Man.
I mean, you want to hear something funny? You want to hear something funny? If they announce that we remaking or remastering Last of Us Part 2 next year, I'm buying that shit. I don't give a fuck. I love it.
Imagine they remaster that now, put the dots in the Pro. That shit play like Part 1. Nigga, I kill myself. That's good.
I'm the part of the problem. Yes. Go off in the chat. Thank you.
Hey man, I'm playing it off of Jack's dime. If Jack didn't buy it, I absolutely would have bought it. I ain't gonna lie to you. You know, listen, I already told y'all, man. If one of my favorite games or favorite series, if I found out the developer was racist, I'm probably still buying that joint, bro. Come on now. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I'm all about my entertainment. I'm all about my own entertainment and my own satisfaction. That's my own MO.
This has taught me though about pre-orders, man. I'm gonna be way more cautious. If I even pre-order another fucking game, I'm gonna be way more cautious. I'm gotta be, dog.
You can easily return. No, digital pre-orders are a hassle, especially with PlayStation. That's the thing, too.
Bro, I tried to get a refund on a digital pre-order I did a couple of probably about 2 years ago, man. They gave me the fucking run around, bro. Hung up in my all type of shit, bro. Like, that one I don't even like dealing with PlayStation customer service no more. They fucking dickheads, bro.
Yeah, like if it's your first return of the year, they'll probably give it to you. Well, not even the year. I think it depends on when's the last time you requested a return. But even then, they'll give you like a hard time. So, hey man, I look forward to this joint. I'm a live stream this joint when it come out day one.
Yo, bro, everybody in this chat talking about they not gonna buy it. They gonna have it too. Don't get it twisted.
I do see the improvements. It's just
they may not have it day one. Y'all gonna get it eventually. You know, whether it's 50.
Listen, man. One thing
40.
I learned about these dudes on the internet, they never stand by their convictions. They all bark. They all just talk for the cameras. They gonna be buying that shit too, because FOMO gonna set in. They gonna see the screenshots and oh, what? I kind of want to see what that's about. Yeah. And then you're gonna see a tweet like 2 days later. Well, guys, I caved because I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer first.
I
All this
love
stupid
gaming.
shit, man. Fuck out of here.
And there are like few intangibles that you can only confirm by playing the game. Like I really do want to know how it feels. You
The
can
shooting,
tell.
the shooting does look more like 2. The shooting definitely looks more like 2.
But I realize I don't like the shooting. I don't like the aiming in 2. Like the aiming in 2.
What?
Yeah, y'all ain't have that problem where like you would like jump over targets because the sensitivity was like it was like too sensitive. Like there was like no dead zones or something. I had that problem. I had that problem with 2. And
well, this is 60 frames as well. 2 was 30. You gotta remember that.
You're not gonna be on my team with factions.
I'm nice. I'm nice. Don't do that to me. I'm the best. I'm the best factions player, dog. Don't do that.
Can we hold you to that?
Change your name to Blazer. Start when that happened.
Oh man.
Oh no, but Blazer is better than me. But that's because he also played way more than me. I'm the second best factions player in this community. I'm not. There's no.
Listen. I know a few things with this community. Y'all never invite us to play factions job.
Man,
on
we got you.
And the older I've gotten, I've learned not to argue. Go ahead, BG.
Hey man, I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. And me saying somebody is better than me, that's something unheard of. I can admit Blazer. We're not talking about Blazer. Some of y'all might not know him. He is, actually better than me. So, what's it came in here for? He came in here for a second to complain about something.
Come through, Tick. Come through.
About the price.
I know. When this game come out, people gonna be roasting me for playing it too. But you got to remember, The Last of Us is like my favorite game of all time. I literally, that's why I pre-ordered like as soon as the shits went live.
Tick just wants to fulfill his cheap PC gamer role. That's. I think that's all he really cares about.
Is Tick copping this on PC?
I don't think he likes Last of Us though.
No, he liked part 2. Well, he ain't like the story, but he liked the gameplay though.
He just wants to fulfill his role as a PC gamer and be like, oh no, I don't buy things day one, and this you shouldn't buy this, and I'm gonna wait, all that.
He might be old or something.
All that stereotypical PC nonsense.
He might be
I'm
old.
I'm in here. I was coming in to say because he said, look, people gonna buy it anyway, and I was like, yo, he must not know me because I ain't gonna buy it if I say I ain't gonna buy it, bro. Like I don't care. And if I do buy it, I found a way to make it so they don't get my money. So like I said, Last of Us 2. I went and bought 2 different copies pre-owned from GameStop and returned both of them after I beat it. So they ain't get my money.
You really went out your way to be a dickhead. That's crazy.
PC gamers be doing the most.
They got no copies, beat it, and returned that hoe. Now they don't get none of my money for that woke
PC
trash,
gamers
man.
be doing the most.
We supposed to be laughing at that? What you
yeah,
want
like
me to do?
listen.
No,
PC gamers.
You don't want to laugh. I'm laughing.
PC gamers think they feel like this little like they get a tingly feeling and they get this tingly feeling in their body when they feel like they're getting over on something. Like all of them, bro. It's so weird. Like, ooh, I played this game and I didn't pay for it.
Hey,
like, shut up.
We make moves happen though. If we got a problem with something, yo, we complain. We get it moving, yo. Like this wouldn't happen on PC.
I pirated it.
You don't like something, you just steal it.
I sailed the high seas.
Nah. Only the console guys that come to PC be stealing. Like all the people that just got the PC game and they be over here.
Hey, Tick, you don't believe in piracy, right? You don't believe in that.
Right? Yeah, I never pirated a game in my life.
2 million people downloaded that God of War on pirate sites, man.
You want to see my receipt for God of War on Steam? You want to see it?
You're one person. That's anecdotal.
Hey, like I said, I don't do that power. The only console dudes come over here. That's why they come to PC. They be like, hey, yo, you can get games for free. You can power them. Let's go over there. That's all y'all that do that dirtbag stuff, bro.
Is your rig put together with duct tape and Amazon boxes, Tick?
No.
Yes, I'm a MacGyver, bro. You know how I do.
Oh man, okay. Cardboard box PC gamers, gotta love them.
Yes, sir. But I'm not here. That's all I want to say.
Well, no, stay in here, because
my God.
I might as well go to if we're done with The Last of Us, no more comments.
Yo, his mic sound like he's in a Twitter space. I don't know.
BG, I got like a branch off.
I'm not on my computer. That's why, bro.
Question about The Last of Us situation.
Okay.
Since we got some pony brothers in here, I want to ask y'all opinion. The other day I tweeted, I said, basically I'm frustrated with Sony. They keeping shit too close to the chest. It's like they scared to be transparent with us. We haven't got a state of play when the last time we got a state of play? A month ago, 2 months ago. We ain't got no official confirmation.
I think.
I don't even
We
know.
literally got a state of play in June. What are you talking about?
Yeah, they dropped the state of
I,
play.
I think he means more like a showcase type.
Yeah. The bigger showcase
Yeah,
usually in
like
September. Who knows?
Oh, this is the thing, right? Everybody's
everybody's
going off of previous history. Oh, they had one last year
Mm-hmm.
in September. Okay, that's cool. My point is, we don't know. We Sony hasn't said shit.
Well, you the leaker. You tell us.
But hold on, this is my thing, right? It took them to get fucking threats and dick pics for us to get a fucking trailer for God of War and the release date. They said they had it ready. They didn't want to show it. Okay, cool. Then we get to the Last of Us shit. They dropped the fucking trailer, like Jack said, fucking 8 p.m. on a Monday. Like, I'm just confused why Sony is being so secretive. And then I got, these diehard fanboys in my mentions attacking me saying, oh, well, blame the leakers. It's not Sony's fault. Blame the leakers. My thing is, we wouldn't have no leaks if Sony was transparent in the first place. But what do y'all think? Let me ask y'all what y'all think.
No, it's definitely on PlayStation. Not communicating and keeping and withholding shit for way too long. There's no reason they needed to withhold this stuff that long. I can't.
No, I don't agree with Wonton there because you're taking a Naughty Dog situation and you're applying that to the entirety of PlayStation. I feel like
But we just saw with God of War 2, and that was like what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah,
Not really. That was something different.
Yeah. I feel like PlayStation have been very transparent, especially this year. They've been getting better with that stuff, letting people know what's going down. They had a lot of state of plays this year, in my opinion. No, not in my opinion. This is a fact.
Third party game, sure.
Yeah, but they also dropping first party games. Who else is dropping other than Nintendo? Who else is dropping first party games this year? They dropped about 3 or 4 first party games already this year. But my thing is just like, yeah, we taking what Naughty Dog is doing. I feel like it's a Naughty Dog issue, not a PlayStation issue, and how they roll out and distribute their information when it comes to their games. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if it's a Naughty Dog issue, I understand it ties in with PlayStation. But I wouldn't say that throughout the entirety of PlayStation is a big issue going on with that. You know what I mean? The Naughty Dog joint, this is probably one of their best or biggest studio. Yeah, so it's going to be amplified much more. But yeah, I think they've been doing pretty good this year as far as disclosing information, in my opinion.
I just think with PlayStation, in terms of this year, there's some missed opportunities. So, like for instance, with God of War, the 4-year anniversary on April 20th, that'd have been a good time to do it. But Corey came out and said, "We're not ready." I get it. They wanted to make sure. So I get that. This Last of Us situation, I just feel like I agree that they should have put that out a little bit sooner. But in terms of news and information, I mean, we've been getting state of plays and news and articles and all that all year.
It is getting time for another showcase though. Because look, after God of War Ragnarok, we got what Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine we know about. As far as first party, big budgeted titles, I can't think of another one after them two.
They got second party deals like time exclusives, but actual exclusives, it's
so you talking about like going on to the future as far as what PlayStation is
Yeah.
Okay, I can agree with that then. I can agree with that because there's the 25 games, we ain't seen that yet. So you know what I mean? We need to see a showcase as far as displaying what's coming out next year and beyond that. Yeah, I agree in that standpoint. I thought you were talking about 2022, they not being.
No, he was talking about.
I mean, 2022, like they've been dropping games. That's not my issue. My issue really is like it has been a lot of leaks, bro. Like it's been like I feel like it's been more leaks like than in past years. Maybe I'm tripping, but it just feels that way. And I'm like, we could probably avoid this if they would kind of get in front of things. You know what I'm saying? And like, when you have like if you have a blog post and a trailer ready, just drop it. Like I don't understand why they holding shit.
I think
things like that. That's what I'm.
I think what they're doing, right? Because I think this strategy works for them. Because it worked before, where they were like real quiet. Mother was like, "Yo, what's going on with PlayStation, bro? Why y'all ain't talking?" Then they did this blowout extravaganza where they showed, a bunch of shit, and then everybody forgot about it. Oh, we love you again, PlayStation. And I feel like they know they can like get us back on their side really easy. They do a show and they just show a bunch of first party stuff because all these like most of these first parties we haven't seen. They've been working on something for at least 2-3 years. Most of them are working on multiple projects. So I think at this point, almost all of them have something to show. that we haven't seen yet. So I feel like they're just waiting to do a blowout. I mean, I'm hoping it happens in September. I don't know, but I know they got I think we all acknowledge that Twisted Metal exists. I absolutely believe you can show Twisted Metal. You have something to show from Twisted Metal.
Well, they changed the developers of their game too, though, BG. So maybe not.
I mean, they changed the developer of the Last of Us Part 1 remake, and is like, you know.
Yeah, well, so Sony
they can
Bennett
at
was
least
supposed
still
to do it,
announce
right?
it.
What was that, Smooth?
Because Sony Bennett was supposed to do the Last of Us one, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then-
that was the rumor. Yeah.
Well, it was Visual Arts, I think, ain't the name?
Yeah, Visual Arts concept.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ben came up with the idea, I think. Then it was Visual Arts and whatever. But yeah, like there's a bunch of games. I'm like, yo, I know y'all far in development, farther or at least like far enough to show some gameplay. You know. And
Here's
we
another
haven't seen
thing too,
none
though,
of it yet.
BG. They might focus emphasis on these 10 I was gonna say free to play, but games as a service. They might focus
I
on.
want to see that. Yeah, you could.
And
do
those are
Superchat
those are probably gonna be multiplayer focused too, though. Games as a service, I would just assume.
Yeah, people are also assuming like Guerrilla Games is working on SOCOM because they went and hired a whole bunch of Rainbow Six Siege devs. You don't do that unless you're working on something tactical. And what other tactical IP do you have unless it's something new? You know, so y'all gotta have
Guerrilla
a whole
and
bunch of
Insomniac got multiplayer games.
exactly. You know, so yeah, we can
Tony
do a
Bennett's
Superchat
working
break,
on a
Jack.
multiplayer IP as well.
Who you say?
Ben Studio is working on a multiplayer IP.
Oh. Super chat break, okay. Jazzy Jefferson, he says Digimon Survive finally comes out this week. I'm high stepping. Yes, sir. We got Woden's Throne. He said, did y'all see where Dreamcast got Rage Quit Mooch podcast because he got called out over how many games he finished?
Hey, I was there front row.
I saw a clip. I didn't know what was going on. This shit was funny though.
Man. Hey man, I mean, what can I even say? Strictly be nice to that man.
There you go.
Yeah.
We got King of Gamers 405. He said Jeff Grubb stated tomorrow he will discuss Black Panther game. What would you? I didn't even know this making one. What would you all like to see from the game in terms of gameplay and features? There's a Black Panther game coming out.
Oh, I thought that was just like a Twitter question that people were talking about. I didn't know it was real.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it might be a.
Grubb tweeted that out today that he was going to talk about it on I think Giant Bomb tomorrow. That there's a Black Panther game.
Oh, so this is real. Wow. Okay. Alex PSX, he says Naughty Dog is a poor studio. They need the cash flow. Please respect the $70 decision. It's to fund the new IP. Please buy 10 copies. There you go. We got Ruffle Mutt. He says, my mom surprised me with a PS5 after a long day of work. Bless her heart, and recently bought an OLED Switch model, and it's like holding a theater set in the palm of your hands. I'm eating good this year. Oh, congratulations. We got Ruffle Mutt again. He said, also, buy Live Alive, Xenoblade 3, and Bayonetta 3. Okay. We got Andrew Wilkins. He says, sup, Jay Barry, check out any of these Xbox here on the Iron Lords podcast to collect knees for them being wrong, saying Sony's currently using Azure trash servers. We got Darian Nelson. Darian Nelson says Smooth needs to apply for a PR position at Microsoft. Absolutely. Ragnar Incarnate, just dropping by the super chat. I'll tune in Wednesday. Appreciate you, my guy. We got Guapzilla. He said, The Last of Us 1 sold 7 million in 2 years post-release. Last of Us 2, 10 million in the same time. God of War hit 20 million January 2022. Okay. We got Borbor Country. I believe is how you pronounce it. He says, people like Smooth work to destroy the
Boar.
Oh, Borbor. What I say? I don't know.
Boar Country.
Yeah, Borbor, yeah. People like Smooth work to OT to destroy The Last of Us Horizon Forbidden West. We got AG Crueler. He said, I said the same shit in the Discord the other day and they tried to crucify me. 10 mil is still great, but Sony want their games to do Nintendo numbers. We got Woden's Throne again. He says, we live in a world where people are excited about a remake from one generation ago. Is this a fever dream? We got H-Dog Game. He said, what's the odds of seeing Abby in the Last of Us remake at the Firefly Hospital? Oh, I ain't even think. Well, you think they gonna even take the time to put that NPC in there? You think they're gonna take that time? Who knows?
She did show up afterwards, but not. That wasn't during.
Yeah, she
that
wasn't technically in the hospital during it happening. Yeah, that's
during
true.
when Joel, the mass murderer, wanted to kill everything in sight.
Yeah, I think they're gonna keep it faithful 1-to-1 with the cutscenes. We got Lyrium. He said Jack spitting 100 fire on the Last of Us remake, straight fire. Appreciate it, my guy. We got Big Randall. He says, hand me the collection plate right now. Jack preaching. I'm about to catch the Holy Ghost. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Moneybag 97. It's a PS5 upgrade for $70. I don't know how the fuck you pronounce this. Sanu.com. Good luck in getting Bloodborne remake after this. Trig Happy 7. Best podcast fire. We got 2 more. Gentleman says The Last of Us is on the franchise and game, and it has people in an uproar. Has there ever been a franchise that has this much influence on gamers? Probably GTA or something like that, COD. Von Red 1. That leaker helped thousands of people save money twice in a row. He the real MVP. Praise emoji. That's it.
Oh my God,
Oh,
I think that's it.
Okay. I want to give some respect to Powerwash Simulator. Okay.
Fire.
Jack was sleeping on it. I mentioned Blandrew saw it in the topic list. He was like, BG, you ain't serious. I'm like, yo, I'm absolutely serious. This game is catching some fire right now. It's a little bit of a phenomenon going on with it. Sims are hot. Y'all got to stop sleeping on these Sims, man. And what is it? It's on Xbox and PC. I don't think it's on PlayStation, right?
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Smooth, you played it?
Yeah, I've been playing. I probably got unnecessary amount of hours in it so far. I'm playing this shit right now. I've been playing it all podcasts.
Before you tell us about it, see that even though I think some Sims I wouldn't give a chance. Powerwash Simulator I would actually play, right? Because I don't know if y'all know, but Powerwash videos are extremely popular on YouTube. Go look up a Powerwash video. Has millions of views.
They are. I watch a lot of them shits, man. It's like they really like
It was like
relaxing to watch.
ASMR or some shit.
Yeah, it's just relaxing to watch.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what the science of your brain, why your brain likes to see something get power washed, to see something dirty, and see just the this high pressure water hit it and it's like clean. But people enjoy it.
I have
It
seen
gets
one of them
millions
videos. Yeah,
views.
I seen a rug video like that actually.
It's like restoration videos. The dudes who get something.
I watch those, yo.
Yeah, they'll get like a Game
Shoes,
Boy or an
yeah.
axe from like 1940, and they'll like restore it to brand new. Like that stuff is satisfying to watch. So playing a game like Powerwash, Simulator is also just as cool and as satisfying. So Smooth, what you been thinking about it?
Yeah, man, I thought it was gonna be one of those like because I tried like the other simulators, like the like the farm simulator and all that stuff. I was just like, all right, this is just pure boring. There's something very therapeutic about Powerwash Simulator where it's just that's what you kind of summed it up nicely because I forgot I used to watch just videos of people cleaning shit like that and I'm like, oh, okay, no, this is nice. And that's exactly, I'm just controlling it. And like literally it's been the easiest way to listen to like podcasts or even participate in podcasts. Just literally right now I'm cleaning a playground. There's the only unique thing to it is that there is a co-op, I think up to like 6 players, like you can gang up on like a big area. And the thing about it's a simulator, so there's legit like areas like this playground been taking me about maybe 3 hours
Wow.
that I've been power washing. So I don't know, man. It's not like, I don't have like a whole lot to say like, oh my God, this is amazing, awesome. It's literally some people might find this shit enjoying. Like I said, I just find it very therapeutic, and it's just been like this nice way to pass, time and whatnot.
And is there any there's no frills in it, right? Is it literally you hold down a button and power wash? There's nothing else to it. Like
you get different nozzles. You get different nozzles.
All right. So what happens is every job you do, you earn cash, and you use that cash to buy better equipment to like get through the jobs like faster, like better guns, better nozzles. You can buy like different clothing or gear
soap
to wear, soap, different types of soap. Yep. So I got all the soaps right now. I'm just trying to buy my way to, I think there's like a $5,000 like jet gun. I only got like $1,500 to my name, but it's just different things, and of course, like yeah, you can hold down a button, but there's different like angles. So for example, if you hit the left trigger, you could go from vertical to horizontal, and that covers a different base of how the way you want to paint. Obviously the different nozzles allows you to get a wider range or something smaller to a narrow range and whatnot. There's all different types of soap for like metal surfaces, all-purpose surfaces, what's it, another asphalt surfaces and whatnot. There's a wide range of things you can clean, like parks, houses, vehicles.
Yo, Smooth, why you not this open when it comes to games on other platforms? The way how you speak about this game, you feel like I feel like you're just so enthused
This low
to
key
talk about
might
it.
be Smooth's best explanation of a game he's ever done.
No,
Yeah,
for real, bro.
I know, right?
For real, yo, today 2 games today he spoke about. He went into thorough detail, and there's games on other platforms that's very similar, but he wouldn't give it in no time of day because it's not attached to Xbox. Why is that?
Bro, I don't know, man. Like, maybe if I would have discovered this game on PlayStation, I might have got into it. But something in my brain don't allow me to. Like, I don't know. But nah, man. Like, check it out. Like, Powerwash Simulator. Like I said, you said what?
That bot gene.
But even Xbox games, I think Smooth explains them terribly though.
He does.
Low key, doesn't he? Yeah, like yeah. So it's funny that this is the one he's explaining very well.
The 2 games he did a great job today.
I was gonna say he got me intrigued with this Powerwash Simulator shit. Like,
Can we also? I need to give a shout out to the developers of Powerwash Simulator because I looked the game up yesterday and I realized that Future Lab developed this game. Now I know what you're saying, Jackmove. Who the fuck is Future Lab, right? They developed 2 of my favorite games, man. They developed Velocity Ultra for the PS3 and the Vita, and they also developed Velocity 2X, which I believe is available on everything. Yes, they did, and they are fantastic games, and they just recently greenlit a spiritual successor to the Velocity series. I'm looking forward to that game. Very skill-based games, but also very fun games. I suggest y'all check them out.
I feel like
I'll be honest too, man. Like when I saw this game, I felt like, okay, this doesn't look bad. I know a lot of people was like bashing it and whatnot. I was like, this don't look bad. Like the Powerwash joint, just hose down some
hose down some dirt,
some concrete. You know what I mean? Let's clean up some shit.
I feel like simulators are like the found footage games, of the industry. Like how found footage was like the hotness at like maybe 10, 15 years ago, and they cost literally nothing to make, but like they would make mad money at the box office. Like what was that horror movie series?
Just call me a horror.
Paranormal. No, I'm saying like.
Oh, you said horror.
Blair Witch Project.
Yeah,
you gotta add some more syllables when you say that, bro. Okay.
Horror. What do you mean?
You calling me? Hey, call me that one more time, BG. The furniture gonna be moving around this motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying. But like Paranormal Activity is them found footage movies. They cost literally nothing to make, but they made so much money off of it. It's like the same thing with these simulators. They cost nothing to make, and they get mad popular and shit like that. So it's interesting. Okay. Moving on from that. We got the details of Spider-Man's PC features. Unlock frame rate, DLSS, that's too many S's, DLSS support, ray trace and reflections and improved shadows, ultra wide screen monitor support, customizable controls, all the good stuff that comes with PC and all that. And you had the cardboard box PC gamers complaining about how what were their recommended specs for like shit being damn almost maxed out, right? I never understand these like the welfare PC gamers. Like I just don't understand them. Like they be getting mad that a 3070 is recommended for 4K 60. I'm like y'all still want y'all 1060s to be able to like handle all this shit, huh? They just don't want to let it go.
They don't want to
bro.
upgrade their PCs. This gaming community is doomed, bro. We got another 4 or 5 years. This shit gonna crash.
Wait. People are complaining that the
4 or 5
recommended.
more years, this shit go crash, man.
Dudes were complaining about the
I'm not
recommended specs.
understanding
Yeah.
what they
Like for example, right? For very high settings on Spider-Man Remastered, that's at 4K 60 FPS, right? It's recommended a 3070. And they were complaining about that. They was like, that's too high. That's too demanding. Like, why do I need a 3070 to run 4K 60? I'm like, word? Are you serious, bro? Like, at very high.
Don't they list like minimum specs as well?
Yeah, they do.
So yeah, I'm saying.
Yo, how
but
PC
they want to play. They
how
want to
PC
play it
gamers
better than the
complaining about-
PlayStation 5. That's why. And if you need like a card that essentially costs more than a PlayStation 5 to do it, it's a problem.
PC gamers always talking about how PC is better than consoles and all this. What you complaining for? Build up that PC, get that 3070 in there, man.
A 3070 is cheap too, by the way. Well, the stuff has been normalizing again. So
yeah,
the MSRP it's cheap, and I'm like, why are y'all complaining about a 3070 being like recommended, bro? It's not like they really want their 20 series. They still want their 20 series cards to just be like handling shit. I'm like, sorry, bro. This is not going down like that.
I get it now. I get it.
Y'all gonna have to get over that one.
Listen, you want to play PlayStation greatness, you're gonna spend that money. Go buy that GPU.
My only question is like, why the PlayStation version don't support like ultra wide monitors and all that stuff? I don't understand that, but
I done missed everything. What's going on now? What we talking about?
Oh, here you go.
Tick, explain why your PC brethren, right, are complaining that a 3070 is recommended to play Spider-Man at 4K 60 at very high settings.
Oh man, I don't know nothing about that. They just broke whoever they are.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
For them. Yeah, I can't really talk for them. They just being cheap and being broke. Oh man, I don't know nothing about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody keep it real.
Hey, BG.
Oh man,
BG.
the other PC guy. Hello, J Got.
Yeah, where are you reading this stuff from? Is it from Twitter or from actual Steam itself?
One of the biggest, PC guys
It's
around
one or
here.
the other, BG, or both.
It's Alex is one of the main guys who's going.
Oh no, we don't
like
consider him
your
that, no.
sources are just like they're not valid, man.
Y'all don't claim Alex.
No, I never claimed Alex, bro.
Alex panders to his audience. That's what he does. I mean, you know what I mean? But I don't pay attention to him too much. But I'm on the Steam forums now. I don't see anything of what you're talking about.
No, it's on Twitter. It was mostly on Twitter, and like it was under the comment section and the thread and all that.
Oh, so whatever happens on Twitter is like a full representation, right?
Listen. I see multiple comments and multiple threads of people saying the same thing. I'm just saying.
Okay.
As someone who sells these gaming PCs, most people know what they're getting into. They know they're not going to run 4K with a 3060 or something like that. They know that going in. They're like, I just want to play 1080p as long as I can run that and get over 100 FPS. I'm fine.
Yeah, it sounds kind of stupid to expect 4K at a 3060 to run this game, at least. You know what I mean? It sounds kind of dumb.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Why does that sound dumb? Isn't a 3060 like a great card?
But it's not rated for 4K typically. It's more like a 1080p card.
Yeah, it's essentially a 2070 if you think about it. And that one really wasn't pushing 4K like that on most games.
So you're saying that devs are wrong for putting the recommended specs on there?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you can't expect like I don't know, ultra graphics with a 3060 Ti or a 3060.
You saying them niggas is broke?
37.
I didn't say that. You were saying that.
I'm saying said them niggas. If they got a problem with it, if they got a problem with spending it, I'm definitely gonna say they broke. Like you can't complain about it if you can buy it and get that performance. Don't sit there and complain if you're not willing to buy the graphics cards to support it.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, I guess use common sense. I don't know. It's like,
okay. All right. Well, thank you for being, level-headed PC gamers. Sometimes y'all are, sometimes y'all not.
I want to hear from a PC gamer that don't agree with this standpoint. Is there a PC gamer watching?
Alex.
Is there a PC gamer that's watching that's in the Weapon Wheel Discord that disagrees with what they're saying? I would like to hear from those people
because you know
Like
the
ray tracing destroys a 3080. So like I don't know if they said like they're saying with maxed out 4K. Like 4K is hard to run. Now with DLSS, I feel like a 3060 should be able to push it. At least with that on, but like not with ray tracing. So, but if you try and run native 4K, like native 4K is still hard. Like you have to have at least like a 3080 or 3090 at best to do it for the most.
Yep.
So,
thank you, good
Yes, it
sirs.
yes, sir.
What graphic cards y'all got?
I got 3080.
I got a
Yeah.
3090.
3070 Ti.
That's the 30.
Tick be having a
I got
3080
3070.
games.
3070.
Tick, you play
Hey,
like
man.
three
Hold on.
the three same games, and they all from like 5 years ago.
First of all, they may have been created them, but they have good graphics. First of all, so you know I play a lot of my For Honor. I love that still. I play Tarkov. Very beautiful game that takes a lot to run. And then I beat your PlayStation games when they come to PC.
Oh man, fantastic. Love
I'm
to
already
hear it.
smoking the Horizon back, smoking that Days Gone pack.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
We'll be smoking that
Bond.
Spider-Man pack. I ain't gonna lie. Hey, what up?
What's
Bond?
up? Not much. About to head out to dinner in 15. Thought I'd stop through for a minute.
Oh,
All right,
well,
all
I
right,
was actually.
security.
It's funny because I was actually about to bring up a Halo topic, no lie, and then you.
Oh,
hopped in.
sweet.
How's that? I wanted to ask Smooth. How's that? That Halo co-op going? Because I don't even understand. Like, it was a flight. It was like not fully released. What's going on with that?
Yeah, it's a flight. I haven't played a flight yet. I don't, because the thing about when they do these flights, it's literally a waste of time because none of that shit like carries over, right? You have to start over when the thing finally launches. So I haven't had anybody that I would want to really like demo it with if I'm not going to earn any like achievements or anything like that. So
Oh
I'll
my
probably just
God.
wait. Well, I'm not
Okay,
going to
so
put
is
in
it
another
beta?
40 hours into the game and then not have any of that carry over. The beta and stuff was different because it carried over everything. But if my campaign progress, because I do realistically, I intend to play the campaign again and co-op, but I don't want to like beta test it and then when they finally launch it and then pretty much have to like, hey, you want to do this again so I can get my achievements for it now? Like, nah.
Hold on, I want to answer something I saw in the chat from this Chuck E. Cheese. He said, "Come on, it's a 2016 game in 4K." All right, so look, nobody's saying that you can't run with like a 3060 or 2070 run Spider-Man at 4K. Yeah, it came out in 2016, but that was like a PlayStation 4, that time. And those
2018.
2018, yeah.
Yeah,
Those
so they can
graphics
run
on
it
the
at 4K
PS4
in
was
low settings.
right. You can do it at medium to high settings, possibly, and you can probably hit that 4K pretty well. And that'd be like what the PlayStation 4 or Pro was running, I should say. But nah, like native 4K, like it takes way more horsepower to do that, bro. Like you're not doing that with a 36. Like, there's no way.
Okay. Yeah. So that was it about Halo co-op. There was some other bad news about. There's bad news about Halo every other week.
There you go, BG. They be getting on you about this, BG.
Yeah,
You
they
always
gonna
find
get
a
on
bad
me.
I
Halo.
don't see nobody streaming the co-op.
You're
You know what I
picking
mean?
on
Like-
Halo, BG. You're always looking for.
I didn't
bad
even know it was
news.
out. You said it's in beta. I didn't even know it was out.
I'm not
Legit.
exactly sure if you can, but I mean I could be wrong. If it's streamable.
Wait, Smooth, you could be wrong.
Oh man.
No, I legit searched it like, yo, if people's like looking up or playing Halo co-op, but I don't see nobody doing it,
Halo
especially for
dead,
this community.
man. That shit dead, man. Listen, like the
Nah, I
updates,
just
like
need them to formally release the shit. That and for like Forge, they keep leaking the shit, and it's like, Forge is gonna be a big deal. But the thing is like, I'm like, I don't feel like flight and everything. I don't think co-op is something you need to. I don't even think Forge is something that needs to be flighted or something like that. It's just like,
What is flight? What do you mean? You talking about beta?
yeah, it's
That's
a form
yeah,
of-
beta.
yeah, it's a
it's a
form. It's
form
pretty
of
much a
beta.
beta test. Yeah, that's what it is. And yeah, some people have been playing Forge already. I think, from what I've seen
Yeah.
some videos, they seem to be pretty hype about that at least. Hey man, I don't know if even Forge can save Halo, but I wish the best for it, man.
it might bring like the creative community back, but I think
Yeah,
like
Nick,
in terms of it being like
they're
on the level of like a Destiny or something.
Halo is dead.
I got
Halo
you,
is
Smooth.
dead. Halo is dead. I am what
Yeah.
remains.
I got you, Smooth.
Halo
At least they added multiplayer mechanics to the game. It's The Last of Us Part 1. Getting any multiplayer,
Do
BG?
you play Last of Us?
No,
I have. I beat both of them. Any more questions?
You play I'm saying you play the factions.
No.
He didn't want
It's
that
garbage.
smoke. Tick already know what's going on. He
Yeah,
didn't want
it's
that
garbage.
smoke.
Why the fuck you bringing it up, nigga?
Cause man,
you don't play it.
no,
You about to
don't
bring
be a
up something
hypocrite.
You don't play.
Don't
Ain't
be.
nothing about
Man,
being a
I
hypocrite.
don't like
You
playing
bringing up something
trash.
you don't
I
play.
don't really like playing trash. I mean,
Nice, then why you here? Why you talking about it?
Mom, man, we could be talking about other stuff. We
why you
talking about
talking about
PC.
it?
We
But why
talking
you
about
talking
PC.
about it? You
We
brought
talking about
this
PC.
up, though. So
And
how we go
I
from
came
PC to
at you
Last
for
of
being a hypocrite. And I came
How
at
we
you
go
for
from
being a
PC
hypocrite.
to Last of Us?
You sitting there talking about him getting multiplayer. You ain't even hear nothing about yours yet. What are you talking about?
But you bringing up a multiplayer.
Your game couldn't even add dodging and prone. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm trying
What
to
you talking about, son?
You talking about a multiplayer that you
They
don't
couldn't
play,
even add
boy.
different dialogue in your game, bro. What you talking about,
boy.
man?
You got it, boy.
Yeah, man. What you talking about, man?
You bringing up shit you don't play. You sound like a dumbass.
What you talking to, man? You must not know who I'm in the streets, man.
That's Big Tick from where's this nigga from again? Baltimore?
That's
Big Tick from
From
Baltimore.
That's Big
B1,
Ticky
man.
right there. They call him Ticky.
You don't know who you talking to out here, boy.
Hey man, that's Big Persona from New York. Stop playing with him, Tick.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, nigga.
Nobody care about New York, man.
Do I need to look y'all Jiggy Battle League?
Look how foolish you are talking tough on the internet. What the fuck is this, man? This is a gaming podcast.
Hold on. Jiggy
This
Battle
a
League. I
gaming
need to book y'all.
podcast. This ain't
What's going on?
Smack URL. Shut the hell up.
Yep.
Yo, this is a gaming podcast, not Smack URL.
Giant, boy.
Relax. This is not Smack URL. Relax. Relax. We don't need your gun bars. We don't need your gun bars. Relax.
Now, Tick.
We don't need your gun bars.
Tick, let's have a heart-to-heart, Tick.
What
You
up,
can't
what up?
speak about hypocrisy,
Dumbass
especially
nigga.
when it comes to the multiplayer of The Last of Us. If you ain't even play the game itself, you know what I mean? Why bring it up?
I mean, you want me to go plug my PlayStation 4, my Pro
my
in right now,
God.
play it real quick, so then I can
Oh my
do the one the game, bro. Is that what you really want me to do? I can literally
just
plug my
kinda wanna see
PS4
that.
Pro
Can you stream it?
and get on there and just do the one the game the whole time. I can come back and just start do the one the game and I'll be fine. Is that what you want me to do? It's pointless to do it. Just like BG said, you could see a game when you've been gaming for so long. You can see a game and see it's not a game that you like, bro. And I can
Don't
just
use
tell
shit
that
I
game
said
was
for your
slow and
points.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
Wait,
It was fun. The online was fun.
Did you
Tick. The
enjoy
online
The
was
Last
fun,
of
Tick.
Us? Did you enjoy?
I enjoyed the game.
Yeah,
The
I
game
mean,
was
so
fun.
the same gameplay mechanics is in the multiplayer. So what are you
I
talking
don't
about?
really like how slow the multiplayer is, and everybody using the little silent shotgun or whatever rifle, or whatever they were using, and all that. Like I didn't really like the way it looked. I
So
ain't
in
gonna
other
lie.
words, you suck at the game, so you don't want to play it. Moving
I
on.
can't suck at it if I ain't played
Moving
it.
on. Moving on.
Tick
Hey,
is a
suck at
For
something
Honor
you didn't
expert.
try.
Okay, just so y'all know, that man is a For Honor pro.
I'm not a pro. I'm okay.
Him and the 100 other niggas on the server playing. Stop playing with that.
Yes, sir.
Hey, how many people was playing that online? Cut it out. We're not gonna do that, man. You made friends in every lobby you went into. You've seen them about 10 times. Every single time you went in different lobbies. Don't do that. Y'all like 50 people playing that game online. You know it.
That's false, but
Cut it out.
carry on.
Oh, shit.
All right. You know it was only like the same 50 people on there. You would stream it and be like, oh, I remember that guy. I saw him the other night. Yeah, like, come on, man, cut it out.
I don't argue with niggas from third world cities, so carry on.
First of all, you're from New York. So,
yeah, it's one of the greatest places in the world.
There is footage of a guy walking around in broad daylight with an AK-47 in New York. You never seen that in Baltimore, so what do you mean?
Nigga, stop this.
Yeah. I'm
Stop
getting all y'all.
this.
Hey, move to the next topic, man. I'm in here for good now. Move to the next topic.
All right. What else we got? They shut down. I think we mentioned it earlier. They shut down all the Killzone servers, Shadowfall and Mercenary. Shadowfall. There was some good times. That was good times for me. I played that. For about two years, I think, and I made some of my best rage videos off of Killzone Shadowfall. Good times, man. But they can shut that down. It's dead now. I'm sure nobody's playing. I never even played Mercenary, so yeah, I don't really got no.
So we having a Killzone day to send it off one of these days, man. So
y'all streaming it? I tuned into that.
Yeah, definitely gonna stream it. Definitely gonna stream
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, cool.
Do y'all think this is a big? Do y'all think that's a big deal?
I mean, they got 12 live service games coming down the pipeline, so
That's true.
I mean, it's a lot of multiplayer that's coming. So
Another question.
I ain't really mad at it.
Another question. Speaking of The Last of Us, do you think we getting close to them turning off The Last of Us part and Uncharted 4? Do we think we getting close to them turning off either one of those servers?
Like Tick answer that.
No,
That's funny.
What happened?
Nah, I think they'll probably keep the Last of Us servers up at least until the new one comes out, probably like another year after that. Uncharted servers been up for a long time. I even think Uncharted 2 servers might still be up. Those been up for a long time. So
is Uncharted 2 still? I don't even remember.
I haven't on Uncharted 2 multiplayer in a minute. I still play 4, but and those servers you don't have no problems finding no matches either. I still find a match, people playing. It's active.
But they were saying Killzone Shadowfall was still pretty active as far as finding matches.
Killzone. I've been on Killzone like it was like last year, like a year and a half ago, and yeah, it was still people on there, and you was finding matches pretty fast.
Killzone was fire. Man.
That's a launch game. I'm not upset about the servers going down. It kind of sucks, but I'm not playing it consistently like that. So, I mean, I can't really be upset.
Yeah, definitely not mad. Xbox is getting Discord chat integration.
Yeah,
Nobody
it's
cares.
live for those who are ahead. I was going to do the podcast from it, but
Damn, you just want to warrant that? You just want.
No, but the mic quality wouldn't have been really the same.
That's a good addition, though.
No, but
that's the L for PlayStation because PlayStation announced that they got the partnership and all this bullshit, and you still got to wait for the whatever they're gonna put in terms of Discord integrations. So yeah, Microsoft got a W there for getting that implemented into consoles first.
Discord voice chat is definitely superior to any game chat you can ever possibly have.
I agree.
All right.
So
that Xbox joint is like a Switch setup though. It's through your phone and all that bullshit. It's
still is it really?
Nah, you gotta through your phone. You gotta like switch. So like you gotta sign in through your phone and switch the chat. To your
to the game
or whatever. Yeah, so you're clever to your phone in that regard.
like
it's not like a native. It's not a native Discord app.
Yeah, because how they have it integrated, right? So I don't know, like if you're familiar with Xbox, right? You know how it still have that pseudo snap, function when you hit the guide button.
Yes.
So what happens is you now have an option for Discord. But the thing is, you got to set. You have to have your mobile app. You'll get prompted. So right now, my Discord is connected to my PlayStation, my Steam, my Xbox. But now when I go on the mobile, I have to say, like, if I join, let's say if I was to join the Weapon Wheel server, there's an option for me to send it to my console. And once it sends to my console, I'll disconnect on my mobile, and then automatically, now my dashboard on my Xbox will be the Discord chat. And then that would be pretty much my chat from there. So it's just that extra, that middleman, because they don't have like a native app. But once you get past that point, because the setup is complicated a little bit, but once you get past that point, it's Fugo, so we good.
Okay, cool. All right, is this? Are we laying to rest in-game chat? Nobody does in-game chat no more, man.
That's gonna be lame, bro.
Well, you can unmute your controller and talk shit, as need be. You don't really have to.
You don't gotta listen to shit.
It's not the same.
Facts.
Do like Call of Duty did back on the 360 days, where they pulled you out of the party chat or the Discord, bro. Like, stop being weirdos and actually talk to people.
That's because niggas toxic online too. It's very rare to meet somebody that's chill and cool online. You think I'm gonna call you all kind of crazy names? I got time for the bullshit. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying though.
Hey, look,
you don't want to do that shit your whole game, though, bruh.
This is that soft generation. People who probably got bullied in school. They know how to fight for themselves, and they're the only ones that get upset when people talk trash about them. Like, grow some skin.
I guess that's a possibility.
I miss the game chat days. I don't do it no more on like Call of Duty and stuff like that. But I definitely miss those kind of days.
Like on COD, man. Like it don't be no mics, man. Like you can get on a team and no one's talking. It's just everyone playing, and it's just like. I miss the old days of like the 360 PS3 where you go in there, go fix your sandwich or some stupid shit. It's like, hey, who you talking
to? Smooth. You know what Xbox need to implement since y'all ain't got no games? Twitter Spaces. Go ahead and add that thing in there.
Ooh, that's actually That's
But it's like,
fire.
is on Xbox? Absolutely not. That's an L.
Yes, sir. They need that.
Or
I mean, I won't be surprised. Remember Twitter
influence on the
first,
game, I think.
Xbox 360 had the first Twitter app on the console. Remember, I don't know if anybody remember that back in the day when
They did?
yeah, the first console it launched on was the Xbox 360. It was a little modified and whatnot, but they had
Damn, if they
Twitter
would've-
as a native app.
If they were the first to do it, why are they lagging behind when it comes to sharing shit to social media?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Xbox platform team is like I don't know what happened. To
No
their,
YouTube streaming too. That's
their
horrible,
platform
bro.
team, but they've done
They
like
got
a
YouTube streaming.
No.
piss poor job. No.
That's why you don't never see nobody streaming Xbox games. They can't stream
Wait,
to
you can't
YouTube. man.
stream. You can't stream from Xbox straight to YouTube.
No,
that's
you never been
trash.
able to. You never been only Twitch. You can do it on
Oh,
Twitch.
that's
Yeah, I don't
crazy.
remember that on Xbox One. I remember it was like Twitch, but for the Series X, they didn't have YouTube enabled yet. That's kind of crazy.
No,
You
yeah,
know
it's
what?
the
I'm
same
thinking about
interface.
it. I never seen even on Xbox One. I don't think I remember seeing you being able to stream to YouTube.
No, I don't think on. No, that's why you notice everybody that stream Xbox games on YouTube, which is rare. They do it through a capture card. They
Even
don't-
putting it on Twitter, you can do it, but it's like a hassle. I heard, like just putting a
Yeah, like their sharing functionality is the worst of all platforms right now. It's literally the worst. I could probably
how is
find a
Nintendo
old ass
outdoing
track
Xbox?
phone that shares videos better to social media than Xbox right now.
The Switch
So-
do a good
Bro,
job.
the,
It's
the
just
Switch,
short.
the Switch, yeah, the Switch even got like they sharing shit on point. At least the Twitter, like it's quick, it's easy. Damn.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
yo,
have
back-
no idea why it's so bad. I really don't.
Back to the whole Discord thing for Xbox. So, like, maybe they could just do it like PC. On PC, you be in Discord, but you can still voice chat and Call of Duty and hear everybody. Just hit the button to speak in the game. Like, maybe they can just implement it like that.
You
That's
can do that now with the party chat. It's just that all you do is you could switch simultaneously from party chat to game chat while not leaving the party. That's been a feature since like Xbox One. So you can like constantly switch from game chat to party chat.
Is it seamless? Like, because I know I could do that on 360. Like, I can just like while I'm in a party, I can go into the game, but I had to press the Xbox button and then go into the party, then choose to do it.
Yeah, you go into just hit the guide button, and when you're in a party menu and there's an option that says go to game chat. You go to game chat, it pretty much mute you from like the party chat, and then all you hear is the game chat if there's anybody there.
Nah. What I mean by like on PC, like I can be in Discord with Jack and them, and I can be playing Call of Duty, and I can still talk trash
You
while
just want
I'm
to
in
tap the
Discord.
button and do it. You just want to tap the button and do it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't think you can be in both at the same time. Like,
Yeah, like they didn't make it where you can do that. Like that.
Okay. So Bayonetta 3 has an official release date. It's coming out.
I care about that.
I know.
Cop, that's a cop,
It's,
that's a cop.
it's coming out October 28th. I already hit up Baron. I was like, listen, Baron, we need you on this following episode so you can explain why absolutely nobody is going to buy this game. Because listen, Bayonetta is like one of the worst selling games, bro. Like it just does not sell.
it is.
It's one of the highest rated, consistently
It
highest
doesn't
rated.
matter about sales, BG. The game is good, bro.
I think it got
Listen,
3 million combined. So like under was it? Maybe
Listen,
a little bit over 3 million.
I
Combined
get
sales.
that, Bari, but nobody wants to make a 90 and a 95 rated game for that shit to sell 3 million copies when it's been on prior to 2, it's been on a whole bunch of platforms and like it's highly rated and nobody's buying it. Like, dog, like that
You
nobody
think
wants
Bayonetta
that.
3 selling 3 million? Shit.
I do.
No, I'm saying
find it
between
weird that
Bayonetta,
series don't
between
Oh, I'm about to
Bayonetta
say-
1 and 2 sold 3 million.
That new Metroid barely sold 3 million. I know Bayonetta ain't selling that.
And it's a mistake. I think it's a mistake that it became. I mean, that it became exclusive, but Nintendo was the only one that wanted to like really fund it, right? But the Nintendo fans don't care about it. Outside of Baron, Nintendo fans don't give a damn about Bayonetta. If it's not in spat, if she's not.
Yeah,
in
she
Smash.
already in Smash. Why would they care? They don't give a fuck. You know the vibes.
Blackberry
It
one.
does suck that it doesn't sell that much, but it's still a good,
Yes.
still a good game.
Baron won his first match the other day, man. Shout out to Baron. He is
Oh, he
now
did?
one. He is
Wow.
now 1-50 in AEW. Yes, sir.
Yo, that's lit. Yo, congrats to him, yo.
Needs to turn them around. Let's get it.
Hey, man. He started the wheel rolling, man. He good.
He got another W too. With Bayonetta 3 coming out this year. So
I know, right? But that might be what blessed him to get that W. He told him, "Hey, man, Bayonetta 3 coming out. I can't lose this week, man. Y'all see what's happening on social media, man. I need
Baron
this."
also thinks Bayonetta is going to be, game of the year, nominated for. Listen, I think it might not even get nominated for real.
Nah,
When does it come out? What's the
not even
release
getting
date?
nominated.
October 28th.
Okay, I'm about to say
No,
if
that's
it's
gonna
in
get
November, you know them Xbox would have jumped on it. It was like, no, Jeff Keighley doesn't meet the requirements.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know about it.
Emotional.
So. Yeah, so listen, man. My hate for Bayonetta, I just want y'all to know it's authentic. I bought that game day one, on the first one day one when it came out. Okay, so it's not like newfound hate because it came and then the Switch. I hated the first one. I was like, this is trash.
First one was bad as far as performance wise, but they cleaned it up when they brought it out the double pack on I think it was Wii U and Switch. They brought out a double pack. They cleaned up there. On PS3 it was bad.
Yeah, the frame rate was all fucked up.
I just ain't like the game in general, man. I was like, man, y'all could keep this.
Bayonetta 2 was lit though. I love that game.
And then they got like a little censored mode for Bayonetta 3 for all the kiddies. You know, they don't want Bayonetta showing too much skin for all the kiddies out there. You know, cover up, lady. So
That's kind of smart though, because you know that means I wouldn't say a kid should be buying this, but you know, put that mode up for the kids.
Yeah, but it's a mature game.
I mean, listen, I was buying mature rated games, you know, when I was 15. So you know that don't mean shit.
And I had Mortal
Why does a
Kombat when I was
mature
6.
game need a censor mode? That's what I'm saying. It's already mature, right?
Yeah,
It's not for the kids; it's for the adults. Those the real babies.
It's for when your parents walk in.
Turn on that mode real quick. Yeah. All right, let me see what else.
Ain't really a family game that you play in front of the family. Like real talk, I wouldn't play this in front of the
Yeah,
family.
I played it at the dinner table.
Yeah, like, hey man, come around. We about to play some Bayonetta 3. Come watch this split. Like, what the fuck? Nah, I wouldn't advise that.
We didn't actually talk about Stray yet, right? We mentioned it.
No, we didn't actually.
Okay.
No,
So I think all of us beat it. You know, it's a short game. You could, you know, your first time playing it, you could beat it in probably like 5 to 7 hours. It could be speed run in like 2 hours under 2 hours as a trophy for that. You know, it's a good game, man. It's a nice little short adventure puzzle game where you play as a cat. You know, what else really needs to be said? You know, when you play the concept that you play as a cat is all people really needed to hear, but they didn't just only depend on that. They actually did try to put some, you know, like a good narrative in there, some good gameplay, right? It's nothing that's gonna like blow your socks off. It's nothing amazing, groundbreaking. It's a good game for like this dry time. And if you're a fan of cats, if you're a fan of just animals in general, I think you're especially gonna like it.
Cats, and it still looks stupid. But
I
like video games.
I mean, it's definitely a game. Like, it's not just a cat simulator. It has puzzles. It has, you know, I don't know.
Yeah,
if
it's like an old person type game. Yeah.
I don't know if you could really call it platforming, but there's not necessarily a platforming challenge. It's pretty simplistic there. But it's like, I would say the game doesn't hold your hand either. Like it
doesn't. Not really.
When you need to find something or when you need to do something, you got to figure it out yourself. I will say the game definitely, like, you have your little robot B12 that'll like give you some hints. He'll tell you what you need to do. He won't tell you how to do it exactly. So you got to figure it out yourself in the little, you know, area that you're in and stuff like that.
It encourages for you to talk to like the NPCs.
Yeah, I classify it as like a puzzle exploration game.
Yeah.
It's not so much a platforming.
BG.
It's also got a pretty good story behind it as well. Like, I was actually happy. Like, I was like, yo, this story is actually really, really deep. Like, I'm digging it. Like,
BG, I'm not trying to roast you. I'm just asking, this is the real question. I'm not trying to roast you. Did you beat Death Stranding?
No, Death Stranding's trash.
I beat Death Stranding.
Death Stranding does more than Stray. It's the same thing, but more.
But Death Stranding's not fun. Stray is fun.
How? You actually shoot things, and then you gotta come up with, you gotta like figure out how to carry things over. You gotta build bridges for other people.
I don't want to carry.
There's so much more that you can do in this. I don't get it.
So you're telling me a game where you play, where you get authentic cat gameplay. You're telling me that's not better than Delivery Package Man?
No, can you cough up a hairball?
No, you can meow.
That ain't That ain't. I'm just saying. You
Hey,
can't call for a
meow
hairball.
is
It's not.
clutch.
It ain't
You
the
can,
same.
you can meow, you could scratch stuff, you could literally do all the type of the things that cats
You
do.
can take
Like
a nap. You can take a
Can I
nap.
fight other cats? Can I fight other cats?
no, the cats are your
Hey
family in this
man,
game, your friends.
as
And-
a person that own a cat, like this don't sound too
No,
cat
because
like them, you know.
no, it's very cat-like. As a person who owns 2 cats, like you can
You
tell.
actually do fight a cat at the beginning, like semi-play fight.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
I
a
saw
play
that.
fight.
I saw that. Yeah. The play fight.
Because as somebody who owns a cat, right? You play this game, and everybody's like, "Yep, cats do that. That's how cats act. That's how a cat jumps. That's how a cat stretches." It's all authentic because the studio has a cat in the office and all that stuff. So they're cat lovers and all
Didn't
that.
they-
So
didn't they
everything-
mocap it? I thought they
I said they probably
There's
mocap.
mocap that they're actual cat, but I was
Yeah.
also seeing a lot of clips as well from people in the community where like they would post like their actual in-home cats were like mimicking doing the shit that the cat on the game was. I'm like, damn.
There's a Twitter
Yeah.
account.
Shout out to
for
the
it.
one time you soft piece of dirt. But yeah.
Wow. There's a Twitter account called Cats Watching Stray, and it's literally has like 3,000, 30,000 followers, and of people just posting their cat. My cat reacted to, me playing it. So
Amazing.
Yeah.
If you play a game on the screen in front of your cat, it's gonna react to it too. I've seen videos of people playing other games and the
No,
cat just
cats
scratching
definitely react to other games, but like this, like it seems like everybody's cat is reacting to this. And like I heard that somebody say Deli, you're a game developer. You could comment on this, that like making a cat game with the technology from like even 10 years ago was impossible because of the way cats move and shit like that. It couldn't be done.
I've seen cats in video games back in the day. We're going.
Yeah, I mean they would move very stiffly, and then for mechanics and stuff like that wouldn't very well work in physics simulations and stuff. But I mean, specifically this game, I mean, Stray's been in development since 2016, so it's been about 6 years, and then moving from just like a UE4 indie title to actual mocap. I mean that costs some serious money. Mocap is not cheap at all. Mocap is like $65,000 a day. So
damn.
so like if it's, I don't know if they have an in-house studio, which I know they probably don't, because I think there's like 8 or 9 people working on the game. But I would say that like if they're renting it out from like let's say Sony or something like that, right? I mean that's even another cost on top of the 65,000. So yeah, I would say it's very hard to make a cat game like 10 years ago.
I don't know, man, because they had the little wolf dog game on the PS2 with the colors and all that.
Are you talking
And
about Okami?
yeah, that joint moved just like a wolf. And they did a really good job. I don't know about
Also,
that.
Okami was like hand animated though.
Hey,
but
that's
that's a dog.
good job. That was a dog. They look good. And the 10 dogs.
And that's different. Cats are very, they don't move like dogs now.
Yeah, they don't. They kind of loners, and they don't really like you to tell them what to do, make them do things, but they can be trained.
That's also a misconception that cats are loners. Just want to put that out there.
I mean, they kind of are. Like they will come to you when they want something from, or they want to chill with you for a little bit, but then they'll walk away like, all right, that's enough, bro. I don't need you around me no more.
No, my
And
cats
they
are
make that known.
cliggy, but and this game is picking up a lot. Like a lot of like non-gaming sites are picking, the story of this game up, and it's like top seller on Steam. It's in PlayStation Plus, the middle tier, so people are playing it that way. It's definitely a success.
I bought Plus to play this game too. That's crazy.
I definitely think they're gonna be coming out with a Stray 2 as well, especially the way it ended.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely see a Stray 2 happening.
Yeah, I was a little bit unsatisfied with the
Hold on,
ending.
don't spoil it now. Don't spoil. I just installed it. I'm probably gonna be. You can go and spoil it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm just gonna play it and just hate on it. But go ahead.
No, it ain't no reason to spoil it.
Yeah, I was just a little bit unsatisfied with the ending. I thought it was going to end a different way.
I thought it was going to end a different way too, man. I was like, okay, we
kind of like ended. I'm like, oh, okay. We're not gonna finish this out for what we
I was gonna
started
say
at.
I haven't beat it yet, guys. So I'm a little
Oh, my
behind
fault,
y'all.
my fault.
That's why I paused. That's why I
We ain't
paused.
talking about it. Nah.
Yeah, it definitely
Yeah, I
seems
started,
like
but I know I ain't
could-
gonna beat it. I'm returning it.
Yeah, you could
Feel
tell
like
it's still like a somewhat budget title. It's it's indie.
I mean, it looks
and
beautiful though.
Yeah.
Like, it's a beautiful looking game.
I wouldn't say it's
I
a
don't think
budget
it's bad, no.
title.
Yeah,
It
I
doesn't-
No,
It doesn't look
magic.
budget.
I ain't gonna lie.
It doesn't look budget, but like
The worst looking thing in this game is the cat itself. Like if we being honest,
Yeah, I was about to say the fur looks a little bad.
The environments are fucking beautiful. The robot characters beautiful. The
like the
interactive like, TV
reflections and-
faces,
yeah.
bro. This
Yeah,
game is gorgeous,
yeah.
bro.
Yeah. It
I
is.
don't know. That's a stretch. I think the cat
I'll be
looks
the.
I was
amazing.
gonna say, I think
I,
the
The
cat
I
game,
know
looks
where
the
you're
game is
coming
definitely
from.
come on,
like
J
the
Bar.
cat.
That's gorgeous, bro. Come on, bro.
You know,
I mean, but the cat, but the
I
cat
get where
looks
you're
good
coming
though.
from, but I think the cat looks amazing in the
I don't
game.
know. I
Yeah,
saw
but
Ratchet and
I
Clank
think
fur,
the
and I
cat
saw
might
the
be the
cat
worst looking
fur,
character in the game.
and it ain't look like it was furry. Maybe that's PlayStation 5 graphics. I see on PC.
The only issue I really got with this game is that I feel like the puzzles are a little too easy.
Way too easy.
Yeah, I would like to. I would have like more of a challenge, but other than that, man, I don't really have no problems with the game, to be honest.
It's a game with the cat, Jack. It was probably targeting little girls. Like, what are you? Like,
Nah, Tick, you
come
bugging.
on,
I think
man.
if you played it, you looking at it
I'm
real
about to play it. I got it
close-minded.
installed. I got it installed right now. I am going to play it
I like-
more than likely by tonight.
This is a very inventive game. I know we've had games where you play as animals before, man, but I don't think it's been done quite this way. And then the story, I didn't expect too much from the story, but like Persona said, if you actually take the time out and interact with people and read what B12 is saying to you and collect the little memories that gives you, to tell you why the world is like it is, it's a pretty dope story, man. It ain't not too crazy, but I liked it.
It tug at the heartstrings too, man.
That's a prize too. With B12, I was like, oh.
Oh yeah. I kind of peeped that. I don't know when I first met him. I kind of peeped that, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good game, man. Great
They
game.
got some cool. They got some cool NPCs
PlayStation
in
been
that game.
PlayStation been aligning themselves for some really good indies, man. They like a
That
lot
is
of
true.
It's been some really great indies between last year and this year. A lot of good
Yeah.
indies.
It was Jack felt like it was a bit spooky for a while because they didn't get Death's Door, they didn't get Tunic at first. Jack was a little bit
Jack, you need to apologize to Shuhei.
Look, I love Uncle Shu, man. It's still some games that are great indie titles that still are not on play. Shu, hit my DMs, brother. I got a list for you. Hit my DMs, brother. I need you.
It's not necessarily an indie, but like I think it's still a huge L that they still don't have Octopath Traveler.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and I'm like, where we at with that, man?
It's definitely a long list of games that aren't on PlayStation that it makes no Stream World Quest. They got all the other Steam World games. There's no reason for that game not to be on PlayStation. Katana Zero is one of the best games I've played in recent memory. It is absolutely no excuse for that game not to be on PlayStation at all. Great fucking game.
I played it on Switch. That game fun.
Yeah, I had to play it on Game Pass on PC on my rig.
Xbox got it. Xbox got that game.
Yeah, Xbox even got. That's what I'm saying, bro. Like Xbox got games. If Xbox got the game, it should be on PlayStation. Goddammit. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Chill out, BG.
Hey, Tick, don't deny him now, bro. Come on.
Chill out,
dog.
BG.
All right, man. That comment section funny. Jack gonna have to read that super chat too.
No, he is.
Uh-oh.
All right. So yeah, go buy Stray or get PlayStation Premium, PlayStation Plus Premium, whatever way you want to do it. It's worth it. It's a good experience.
Can I get BG some slander real quick, everybody?
And there's always good slander.
Now, I was saying, Stray, I always wanted to play Stray when that I thought it was $40 price tag came out. I was like, whoa, $40, I might just wait. And then it came, we got word it was coming to Plus. And I said, okay, if this game gets decent reviews, I'm going to cop the Plus. BG said, oh, don't do that. I'm about the game. I'm like, all right, cool, BG. I'll wait till 3 p.m. the day Stray releases. I'm trying to get ready to live stream gaming with Jackmove. This motherfucker. BG's nowhere to be found. I'm like, all right, fuck it. How much does it cost for me to upgrade my PS Plus? Which I didn't want to do. I don't really have no interest in it. But I know I was going to end up getting the main tier anyway. $43. Mind you, straight retail for $29.99. What did Jackmove do? I just went ahead and dropped to $43. No more than 2 hours after that. Huh?
You ain't buy the game instead? You just upgraded your PS Plus?
I was like, I can either spend the 30 or I can spend the extra 12 and just get a lot more games, right? So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah, got you.
And so no more than 2 hours later, BG hit me up. Yeah, man, I just bought Stray, man. I'm like, brother, man.
No, but,
that's bad luck.
But hold on. I didn't even see your message. I didn't even see you say anything. But I was in Jamaica. I came back from Jamaica on Tuesday, and I tried to buy it from the PlayStation app, but I don't know. You know what it was too? I tried to buy it days before, but you couldn't pre-order it. You couldn't pre-order Stray until the day of. Like, I don't even think you could pre-order it till like 12 that day, 12 p.m. that day, I think. So that wasn't my fault.
It went up like 11, 12 that day.
You got to blame PlayStation. I'm on a plane
Well,
at that time
you know why
with
you
no
couldn't
internet.
pre-order? you couldn't pre-order on PlayStation specifically because it was on their subscription service. And if you
And like
pre-ordered it, they would have had to refund everybody that bought it. They got that tier, right? So that would have been a whole ordeal.
Yeah. So
But
that's PlayStation's fault.
even with that being said, at $30, I know there's been a point of contention. It's a 5. Well, you know, people say 3-hour game, 2-hour. The game, in my opinion, is well worth the price of admission. People, I would say, cop it for the 30. Respectfully, I don't know how y'all feel about that.
Yeah, I think it's worth it.
I think it's definitely worth it. Because even like my first playthrough, through moderate exploration and just figuring everything out, by the time I beat the game, it was like 7.5 hours. So I think it's definitely well worth it.
Yeah. All right, I want to skim through some topics. Don't want to stay too long.
What's
I
your
just want to
review
get out of here.
Review score?
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, 8.5, something like that.
Yeah, I haven't beat it yet, but I
Yeah,
mean,
me neither.
Yeah,
I
so
haven't beaten it yet.
Okay.
Yeah, Case Mover, you're not the enthused, right? Because on PlayStation, I get you.
Hey man, he need them achievements, man. I feel you, Smooth.
No, it's cool, like, because the thing is, what I did was like, I tried to, you tried to how you know things are a trophy, so you try to do it on like your first attempt. So after like 5 attempts of trying not to get those little things jumping on me, I just said, "Fuck it." No, I mean, I'm just gonna play it.
That's another thing. That's another thing. Your first playthrough, if I can leave a recommendation, I don't like the backseat game. Your first playthrough, don't worry about no trophies. Just play it as, go in blind. Because if you're going in trying to get the trophies, you're not going to like the fucking game, okay?
Okay.
Especially that shit, Smooth just talking about, that's probably the hardest trophy in the game. And
that took me about 15 minutes.
That shit was driving me nuts. I was like, "Fuck this."
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Like 12 tries, I got it.
It's got a lot of RNG, though. Even if you do everything right, like, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, it is randomized.
You gotta work on your zigzag, man.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
All right. Just throwing some stuff out there. Okay, so No More Heroes 3 is going to every platform. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Cowabunga collection comes out August 30th. What else we got? Oh, Sega Genesis.
We playing co-op on that? They got online co-op. We running that?
Ooh, I'm not.
Oh,
hey, Persona, what's good?
I
WWP.
can't run with Jack because he a Mikey player. You know what I mean? So I can't.
Look. All right, check this out. Since I fuck with J Bar, I fuck with Persona. I switch characters, dog. Listen, 4-player co-op, BG, me, Persona, J Bar. This is a collaboration right here. I'm trying to get y'all in on what we doing.
Which games? This is like all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Like all the retro ones, like 4. Was it 4?
All the 2D games. All of them.
All the ones that
didn't come to America, they in here too. Yep.
Which ones are your? I'm not trying to play all of these. I'm gonna be real with you. There's some
we can run through a couple of them, man. We ain't gotta play all of it.
Turtles in Time will probably be the best.
Turtles in Time and Hyperstone
Heist and
I never played
one
that
on
one.
Nintendo. And the third one
I
on
never
Nintendo
played
was fire.
Hyperstone Heist. I never played that one.
Yeah, I didn't play that one either.
And we can play the championship fighting joint.
That's what I'm saying. Tick in on. All right, we gonna
tournament
the
fighters.
Turtles fighting games are cheap as hell, yo. So if you
I only had
if
the
you
Sega
don't
one
cheap
though. I ain't had
characters,
Nintendo.
you're gonna be mad at that game. That game is hella cheap, bro. April cheap. I forgot
she was
other
Chun-Li.
dude. Yeah, yo, it's hella cheap. Yo.
So April got a trend of being the best character in the games. Okay.
She was beast in Shredder.
Bro, she is the
Raphael was
best
a beast,
character, bro. She go
Mikey
crazy.
the best character.
I say Mikey number 2.
Raph is
It's
definitely
April.
high up there,
It's
man.
definitely.
Raph, his range is fucking trash though, bro.
Mike's
hits, man.
Raph slide is
Powerful.
good though. Super good.
Yeah, it's slide move, yeah.
Okay.
But April got like the good heel, the up kick, Chung-Li kick, and all
Yeah,
that.
that shit is crazy.
And it's easy it's real easy to juggle with her. Okay. Sega Genesis Mini 2 confirmed for North America, launching October 27th. This Skate game was announced to be free to play. It's just going to be called Skate. It's going to be on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Crossplay and progression.
Mad as hell.
It's going to have microtransactions. There's no release date. People were upset about it.
I mean, they got duped, bro. People begged for that Skate game for so long, and people just was begging for we just want a traditional Skate game, Skate 4. EA said, yeah, we're gonna bring it back, but we're gonna bring it back our way. So this was
y'all.
They need that constant revenue, man. You know the
Wait, how are they doing this?
Free to play.
Microtransactions, yep.
It's a platform.
That are quote unquote convenient Microtransactions. You already know what that means.
Yeah, what crossplay and cross save.
Yeah, that's cool. That's always
Okay,
good.
there we go. There we go.
Yeah.
I don't know why y'all upset. This is the trend.
Yeah, I know, right?
Spider-Man coming to PC. Don't forget to announce that.
We
Yeah.
already talked about this.
Oh, we talked about that. Y'all
You
did.
came in on that topic. You don't remember?
I did.
PC niggas don't get a lot of wins, so you know
That's what. Yeah, the dude's complaining about not being able to run at 4K. Remember?
Yeah, smoking that Spider-Man packs. The gas or what? Hey,
the
the
highlight of PC dudes is a console game coming to it. Man.
I'm
just saying.
No, it's fun to point fun. Yeah, I ain't even gonna beat the deal. I'm just gonna buy that joint, just play it, and then turn it off.
Did you play it on PlayStation? How you feel about it?
That was my very first platinum on PlayStation, honestly, and only.
Oh,
yeah,
you got
I beat that bitch on there.
okay. I put respect on it. I put respect on it.
So you went around chasing birds in backpacks, huh? Okay.
Is that what you had to do?
Yeah,
whatever you had to do to get it. Yeah, I did. Then yeah, I got that platinum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. Okay. PlayStation announced a loyalty program, free to join, launching this year. Earn points by completing campaigns. Rewards include PSN wallet funds and select PlayStation Store products. Yeah, it's called PlayStation Stars.
Yo, when was your last podcast? That shit
We
was
didn't
like
do it. We didn't do
old.
last week. We weren't here last
Okay,
week.
gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's a good thing. You know, the PlayStation already had the rewards program, but this is a little bit different.
This is a rebrand, glorified
They
rebrand.
streamlined PS3 and PS4 like reward stuff together.
That's I
And
miss
now
Sony
you're gonna
rewards.
be able to get like memorabilia, collectibles to show off on your profile and all that. So
Hopefully people don't cheese shit. Because I remember when Sony did. Do y'all remember when Sony had that memorabilia auction thing you could do, but you had to bid with the gold trophies you had, and people was going on there with hacked accounts and winning all the items. They had to shut it down. That's crazy. But this puts value to earning trophies again, and I'm glad about that because people like to make fun of people that earn trophies, which you'd be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, man.
the memorabilia thing this time though,
That too.
gonna be tied to actual game activity. So like certain activities and stuff they'll have you do, and you can get certain collectibles and stuff like that to show.
Oh yeah, that's them digital joints, right? They not
Yeah,
NFTs, but it's like digital collectibles.
No, yeah.
Collect. Okay.
Yeah.
Which
the
I don't know
last
why
thing-
anybody thought NFTs because NFTs you got to purchase. Dumbasses. But my bad.
Yeah, I'm looking at the screen. That cat does not look good. But go on.
It's compressed video. Compressed video.
Yeah. All right.
Last of Us HBO series. I think they said it's going to release in early 2023. Dio Field Chronicles is releasing September 22nd. Supermassive Games was acquired by Nordisk Games.
No, that wasn't Nordic Games. That was somebody else.
No, Nordisk.
Oh, Nordisk. Yeah.
No disc.
Yeah, Nordisk. Nordisk.
I've
No
never liked
list.
the I've never liked the Supermassive game. I've never made like a game they've made.
You a fucking dickhead.
Yo, BG, knock it off, bro.
Until Dawn is fucking heat, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's
This game is fucking
BG.
flames,
Listen,
bro.
I'm
BG,
sorry.
it is a flame to watch.
I know the narrative of between these two who better, but I'm sorry. Quantic Dream is definitely better than Supermassive Games.
Cap.
I'm sorry.
not.
Get
Absolutely not.
Supermassive out of here. Get them, pack it up, bro.
Absolutely
Quantic
not.
Dream only arguably got one great game. Let's really talk about it.
Detroit and
Detroit Become Human is a great game. Beyond Two
yeah.
Souls should not
And-
have been released.
Okay, I
Did
give you that, but
you
Heavy
play
Rain,
that?
Heavy Rain.
nothing Supermassive done has surpassed Heavy Rain. I'm sorry, nothing.
You're full of shit.
No,
What's
no,
better?
no,
What's
no,
better
no,
than
no,
Heavy
there.
Rain? Which one?
He's
What's
got
better than
the
Heavy
point
Rain?
there.
Supermassive surpassed Quantum Dream when it just comes to the gameplay aspect of those narrative games. It just feels better. It flows better. They have a lot of engaging scenes in it as far as set pieces.
And they put out way more games.
Yeah, it's just
Decent,
better, bro.
decent to good games. Like, come on, what we talking about?
Quality
Not all
is-
Quantum Dream games I play, so
Quality
I
of quality.
never played Heavy Rain. I got halfway through the Ghost game that Jackmove.
Beyond Two
lost
Souls
on
is
that.
fucking
Yeah, Beyond Two
dog
Souls, I was
shit.
like, nah, I
Oh
couldn't do
my
that.
god.
I couldn't finish Beyond Two Souls either. I was
Only
Oh,
like
something
some of the
about it.
chapters was cool, interesting. Then others would be like, "Why the fuck are you in India fucking herd cat? Like you were just doing dumb shit. Like how does this shit fit together, bro? How did this happen? Ridiculous, man."
Detroit Become Human and Heavy Rain are better than Until Dawn and this last Quarry game they put out. So
Detroit Become Human is fire. I'm not gonna even argue that. That shit is heat, but
I feel like Beyond Two Souls was like a glorified tech demo too, because that's when they were doing like the realistic facial things and all that, and had the real actor. I forgot her name from Umbrella
well,
Academy.
well,
and all that.
his name, sir, don't.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
Elliot.
his-
That's Elliot
sorry.
Page right there.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But anyway, okay, Ubisoft canceled a whole bunch of games. They canceled Ghosts. They canceled. No, they delayed the Avatar game. They canceled Splinter Cell VR, two unannounced games, and also canceled the Ghost Recon game. And they have multiple Assassin's Creed games in development. So they're a mess.
and the rumor to close their free to play game. Was it Roller Derby?
Champions.
Yeah.
Roller Champions, and they just closed
That just
Hyperscape, which
came
was
out.
another free to play
Wait, didn't that game
game.
just come out?
Just
Yeah,
came
yes,
out.
Yes.
Fall from Grace is crazy. They definitely about to get picked up real
They're a mess.
soon, man. They
Yeah.
are a mess, man. They need new leadership.
They need a renaissance, man.
They need new leadership, man. Because what's his name, Levitz, or whatever his name is, man. He not cutting it no more, bro. It just ain't working, man.
You tell them they need a renaissance, they're gonna make another Assassin's Creed. Don't do that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, listen, AC. I love AC, man. But even the ACs, man, it's too bloated. It's too much. And then everything else they putting out just ain't cutting, bro.
Where
Like, I
the
tried
fuck
that
is the
Roller
Prince of Persia
Championship.
remake, bro?
Yeah, that
Where-
shit got delayed.
It got
Where
moved, bro.
is it?
It got moved, bro.
It got delayed till like next year.
No, not till next year. It's delayed indefinitely.
Yes,
Indefinitely.
yeah. Oh my god, I love
They're
Prince of
rebooting
Persia, bro.
Studio is atrocious, bro. That
That
whole
joint
culture
looks
is
crazy.
They had a B team making the goddamn remake, bro. And then
Yeah, they had
in the
never
trailer-
made a game before. It's like,
Yeah.
why the fuck would
Then
you
in
put
the trailer-
first remake ever, first Ubisoft remake ever, and you put a team that's never made a game before? Like, what are y'all smoking over there, bro?
Well, talk to Take Two then, because they did generally the same thing. But yeah,
Yeah,
that joint
nobody
looked
thought
atrocious.
nobody thought that Avatar was gonna come out this year anyway.
I mean, they were crazy for trying to release that around the time of COD, God of War, and all these other bangers, Hogwarts. Nah, you stupid for doing that. Don't do that.
Hogwarts
Tragic.
might get delayed too. Let's
Nah,
keep it
I
a
don't think
buck.
so. I
Bro,
think,
we
I
about
think-
to hit
don't have a
August and we
date.
have no date.
I mean, we ain't have a date for God of War until 2 weeks ago. I mean, listen, bro. Let them do what they do.
Yeah, Ubisoft. What a downfall, man. All right.
Smooth. What's your thoughts, man? You love Ubisoft.
Nah,
Don't be quiet
I mean,
now.
I feel horrible. It's like they really don't have nothing. It's like they warned everything they had going. They ran into the ground to the point they tried to turn everything into a live service, and then that's getting worn out. It's like that's what they want to do, obviously, to Assassin's Creed in their like next Far Cry game. It's just like the creativity out of Ubisoft is down bad. You know what I mean? It's crazy to think as much IPs that they made this generation, they have a lot more IPs than that, and they don't bother making them because they can't find a way to get reoccurring income from them. And when they try to get reoccurring income, it blows up in their face. And the fact that it seems like they're like just out of ideas, out of ways to develop these games, and it's crazy how much studios they have, how much people they have working for them, and just to hearing about all these cancellations. I do feel horrible because I was hitting a 5-year span where I was just loving everything Ubisoft was putting out, but you can tell and see like the burnout that they were doing to themselves, and even with the cycle of their games is like I don't know, man. It sucks. I want Ubisoft to live. Like I want them, but I want Ubisoft to live where they can make the games that we want, not these like let's how to figure out how to way to keep you playing and paying longer. Most notably since majority of the games are like sort of single player focused. I feel like I don't mind that with the divisions. I guess I really don't mind it with Ghost Recon, even though I prefer like the classic Ghost Recons versus what the hell they doing now, which is like just the division in the wild.
They canceled Ghost Recon.
They about to
They
permanently
canceled that.
kill. They about to permanently kill Assassin's Creed with that live platform service bullshit. They about to kill Assassin's Creed. About to die. That shit is done, man. That shit's
No,
done.
but ain't next Assassin's Creed in Japan?
No, that's a
I
rumor.
saw an article like that.
Yeah, it's a rumor, but they got like 2 other Assassin's Creed games that they're actually working on that they gotta put out. Like they gotta put out the Bassine game, which I think is supposed to be this year, and there was the Assassin's Creed Infinite game, which is
It's the
I guess
platform, the
next year,
live
the
service
platform,
thing.
yeah.
Honestly, keep adding to For Honor. I'm happy.
No, brother.
Something that's one thing I enjoy with that.
Oh, brother, indeed. Okay. Two more things and we can get out of here. All right. The former EA, this was something that happened like 2 weeks ago when we were here. Former EA CEO said devs who don't focus on microtransactions are the biggest fucking idiots. I don't disagree with his message. I think he just said it wrong. I don't disagree with his message though.
But I also don't think that every single game needs to have that type of focus as well, right? I think if you're a publisher and you have multiple studios under your belt, yeah, you have one, two, maybe even three, devs that's focused on making games that can make recurring income. But to put every game into that type of mindset, I don't agree with at all.
Yeah. Turn down your TV, Tick. We can hear it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I assumed he was already talking about like I guess mainly multiplayer games, but maybe he was just talking about games in general. But yeah, I mean, I assume you think about how you're going to monetize games that need to be monetized early on. But so yeah, I just disagreed with how he said it. But and PlayStation acquired an esports platform called Repeat.gg. So they purchased Evo, they purchased this esports platform, and we know they got a whole bunch of live service games in development. They need that the only thing they need is that competitive game. You need a competitive game since you making all these investments in like this competitive, esports shit. So
They need a competitive. Okay, Bar.
Yeah, very smart move from PlayStation because PlayStation do a lot of competitive stuff. Like they host tournaments like every week, every month, and through signing up or registering for those tournaments, you got to go through Smash GG, and Smash GG is owned by Microsoft. So that's the reason why they buying Repeat GG, because it's pretty much the same type of site. You can register for these tournaments and whatnot. So they're just going to be using that site to have everybody register rather than going to another person's, competitor's site. Smash GG been messing up a lot too, as of late.
Y'all still feel PlayStation needs their own game development studio that makes fighters, makes like a fighting game?
Absolutely.
They need to buy
100%.
Capcom.
I would prefer Arc System, but Capcom would be good because it's got a
Oh, I fuck with
larger,
Arc System. They make River
larger
City
pool.
Girls.
No,
Yes,
they need
sir.
to leave Capcom be. That'd be foolish to do that because it's a lot of people like I don't understand. They'll make more money if they had it on Xbox. I don't get why they did that, but I don't know. They could make I don't know, buy like Bloody Roar or something like that. Like that's a IP that's just sitting there dormant. You
Who
said
made
fighting
that
games,
game
right?
though? Who made that game though?
It was Hudson, and then it went to someone else.
I don't think you want to buy a dead,
yeah,
IP
I'm
though.
trying to buy shit
I mean, you can buy it and bring it back. Like, look what Xbox did with Killer Instinct.
Yeah, look what they did.
I mean, they just bought up the game and rebranded. To be honest,
I mean, when they first got it, it was hype. Like, I don't know what happened later on and why they sold it to whoever
they said Blood
whoever
Roar
they gave it away
by
to.
Konami.
Konami,
Oh, yeah, you probably get it from Konami. But
Arc Systems is
extra.
what most people
Arc
bring up,
Systems
but
is
yeah,
it's a smart decision because they have a very wide range of not just making fighters, but other things as well that kind of fall into that fighter range. But also they make some really great fighters. Guilty Gear, DNF Duel.
Blaze
They got a lot
Blue.
of great Blaze Blue, Grand Blue Fantasy. There's a lot of great fighters under Arc System where they would make a good versatile developer to have on in your repertoire to make a fighter for you.
Yep.
And it wouldn't be as much. I mean, I think it would be safer if we're talking like money wise, just because Capcom might be 5-6 billion or whatever, and Arc System maybe maybe 200, 300 million, 400 maybe. So I think it would be a better buy because you get more from that.
Yep. And from that, I forgot when it was. Remember when dudes was like delaying episodes of their podcast because they expected a big PlayStation.
Oh, that shit was funny.
So
what happened?
That joint's still funny now.
I don't even know what happened.
Yeah, you don't remember when like
when Greg Miller had said that he was delaying his podcast because
okay, I do remember.
Because of
a big acquisition
Yeah, I still expect there to be some type of big acquisition announcement from them sometime this year. It's probably still going to happen, but the timing.
beefed
It's
up
gonna be
their
Deviation
antitrust.
Games. Watch, Deviation Games is next.
They beefed up their antitrust lawyers as well. They just hired the I think Apple antitrust lawyer veteran in there for Sony. So something might be happening pretty soon.
Yeah. So we'll see if this is like a fighting game studio or what. But yeah, I do think they need.
It's probably gonna be they're probably gonna go as big as the publishers. They're gonna hire like Apple, somebody from Apple. They're anticipating a battle with the FTC, so they probably feel like, all right, this Activision thing is probably going to close. FTC, yeah.
Yeah, what does sound clip? What does sound clip say, man? What's going
Square
on?
Enix, where you at?
That was
Yeah, I want them to buy Square Enix. I need them to. I want them to buy Square Enix. I need that they to close that deal quick.
They get rid of all the Square Enix games I like though, man.
Jack, get the super chats ready. Thank you.
God.
I think the next purchase from PlayStation is either going to be Square. I agree with Barry, either Deviation or a fighting game. I think
what has Deviation made? Didn't they make Deviation games already?
Nah, they're a new studio, but they're a studio of COD veterans.
Oh God damn it!
They need a shooter. Like, yeah, that's what they need.
That's what they're making. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they got Bungie
or Ember Labs. Honestly, I wouldn't mind.
Oh, Ember Labs. That'd be fire.
Bungie is only probably focusing on Destiny. I don't know if they're going to try any other shit.
Bungie
They got a new IP. They got a new IP.
Yeah, Bungie has 2 new IPs coming.
Oh, okay. 2. Damn. Okay.
Yeah.
And they got the expansion for Destiny coming too, Lightfall.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got 2. What's going on with GTA then, man? All right. We're going with them 8 super chats.
That's all the topics, y'all. So Jack gonna do these super chats, and we're gonna do these outros.
All right, first of all, chat, I just want to say I was responsible for inviting the guests this week, and all my guests knew about all the topics. They were very articulate. BG could never. Anyway.
My guests are amazing. But
you invited Deli. I like Deli input. I give you that one. All right, super chats. Sky's the limit 1994. It says, Naughty Dog let their fans down more than Bond's knees. You hate to see it. Y'all, shout out to Bond on choosing girls over the podcast. WWP court worthy. I don't know if he chose girls because I've only seen it with men in Colombia. I don't know. One of them dudes had a margarita and a tooted up ass. I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Messy, Jack.
My bad. Let me fall the fuck back. We got Sky's the Limit 1994 again. He says, I need Bond to stream Cuphead DLC on live stream. That'll be interesting. Andrew Wilkins, it says, Tick's another example that if you're an Xbox, Nintendo, or PC fan, that you're a hypocritical goof. In other words, only be a PlayStation fan if you're intelligent. Tick, you got things like that?
Check all your walls for lead before you have children. So they don't come out like that gentleman there. It's very important, man. That's all I got.
There you go. We got Jazzy Jefferson. He said, "Oh yeah, shout out to Black Baron finally winning a match." Yes, sir. We got my boy Struggle Gamers. He said, "Shout out to y'all for making my bathroom time a great time."
Huh?
Also run me in Multiverse when you get on. He won't smoke in Multiverse. We got 3 donations from Rando Warrior X 2.0. The first one says, "Tick, you still gonna blow my back out or what?" Okay. The second one says, "I want Tick to run through me like Usain Bolt." Then it has 2 tongue emojis, a heart emoji, and 2 nut emojis. I believe that's a nut emoji. Okay. Then the third one says, "Ticky, you still wanted to mud wrestle?" Tick,
address this man.
Bro, I don't know who you got in your chat.
Oh, now you don't know him.
He seemed real acclimated with you, my brother. What you mean?
He called you Ticky. Who else calls you that?
Hey, bro. Hey, I don't know. Chop made a different account and he on some crazy.
Listen, I've actually heard. No, that ain't Chop. I heard the person talk before. Yeah,
you did? Oh, you heard him talk, so you know him then. Okay. Well,
they was in the Twitter space. Yeah, they was in the Twitter space talking crazy. I think they got booted out. We got Woden's Throne. He said, the CEO that said developers are stupid for not using microtransaction is an ex-CEO of EA. He tried to implement a $199 charge for reloading guns. Is that real? that dude lit. All right. Hey, man, y'all about making money. Was it Jim Ryan? Let me see what else we got. Let me refresh it one more time, and that's it.
All right. Hey man.
Yo,
Good
can
show.
can I highlight a game real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
This ain't what's up PlayStation podcast, man. What
Oh, my
you trying to
bad,
break the
my
rules?
bad,
You trying to
Jack,
break the
my
rules,
bad.
Jay Barry?
I'm breaking the rules on what
Break that,
on,
what you be saying? Okay, go
Weapon
ahead,
Wheel.
brother. Go ahead, brother.
But nah, I gotta give Kiss Move some props on this too, man. 'Cause I saw him playing this dog shit game called Bright Memory Infinite. You know, the first year of Xbox Series X. I was like, this game looking like hot garbage. But Bright Memory Infinite, the full game is out right now. And I think a lot of people is gonna enjoy this game, man. It's super good, yo. It looks good, it runs good. It has the PlayStation adaptive trigger support on it as well. 120 frames. Yo, the game is hella fun, man. So yo, definitely go and check it out, man. Definitely go and check it out.
Oh wow.
Appreciate
Okay,
that, Barry.
There we go.
Yeah, I agree with Barry. Cosign.
I might
One
pick
of
it up.
those.
I got a lot of games in the backlog.
All right, it's only gonna take you
I
about
don't think
3
it's a
hours
long
or
game.
less. Yeah, it's pretty quick.
3 hours?
Yeah.
How much?
I got two more. I got two more boss
like-
fights, and that's it.
Yeah, it's 20. It's like $20. Yeah, if you like Shadow Warrior, I think it's a better version of Shadow Warrior 3, in my opinion.
Okay.
Somebody said the game is 22 minutes long. What? Ain't that the original game? Or was that
The original game is like 45 minutes long, but it was meant for you to play multiple times because what happens is every time you start the game, after your first completion, it's like in like a new game plus, but it gets harder and harder every run.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
It's like a roguelike.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, got you. Okay, that's different. All right, that's dope. That's dope. You got a
Nah,
platinum?
this ain't no roguelike. This is the full game now. This
Yeah,
game,
the second,
yo,
the Infinite is a full game. The first one's more like and they both have the first one I don't think is on PlayStation, but Infinite should have a platinum.
Okay.
yeah, it does. It does. Yo, if you guys, most of you guys play first person shooter, probably outside of Jack. The shooting feels really good. Sniper rifle feel good. Shotgun feels good. Assault rifle, what you call the sidearm feels really good, and you got all the abilities and also it feels really good. Trust me, you're gonna like it.
What game is this?
Bright Memory Infinite. You probably already played the tickets. It's been on PC since November.
All right. Yeah, we're gonna pack it up. Let's do these outros. I put up the post for the Weapon Wheel After Dark questions. If you haven't asked a question, go to patreon.com and go ahead and ask. You don't have to be subscribed to the Patreon to ask a question, but you do have to be subscribed to hear our answer for it. I've always done that. No, I've always done that though. You don't. I don't think you realize.
Backwood fucking okay.
Yes, you don't have to subscribe to ask the question, but to hear us answer the question, you have to be subscribed.
Smart though. Oh, yeah, that's smart,
Exactly, Jack. I'm a businessman, dog. Come on, I know what I'm doing over here.
All right, brother.
I know what I'm doing over here. That's how you get them, dog.
Since you're a businessman, can you explain the splits on this Patreon cut this upcoming? I ain't heard from Bond in a minute, man. I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead until like 20 minutes ago. This shit crazy. What's really going on, man?
Hey, man, I cannot make any comments right now. I just know
that's the after dark question.
Okay. Let me go on the Patreon anonymously and ask this shit.
I give everybody what they deserve. But
okay. The word. Okay. All right.
Deli, appreciate you coming on. Let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah. Again, thank you so much, everybody, for having me on. I really appreciate it. It was a fun time. I was a little quiet tonight because I was just sitting back and observing since it's my first time on. But Jack, it was nice to formally talk to you. BG, same as well.
Yes,
Bari, it is also formally nice to talk to you as well too.
Yes,
Smooth, you as well, and everybody else that came in, Tick, Bond, and everybody else. Persona, we've had interactions before, so it's been a lot of fun to come back and talk to you again.
Oh, I was gonna say, damn, it ain't fun to talk to me. Cool, you know.
No, it's fun. It's fun. It's always
Damn,
fun.
All right. No, I'm joking. Good looks, man.
But yeah, I'm Deli. You can find me on Twitter. It's probably the easiest way to reach me at twitter.com/Agent Deli. Again, I'm a former AAA video game developer.
Oh, I gotta get you on a podcast. Awesome.
So yeah, now I just hang out on podcasts and stuff. I've been on vacations these last couple of weeks, so I've just actually been able to play some games and have a life. So yeah.
You know who would be interesting for like Deli to talk to? Bless Red. You know, because
man, you gotta come on playing Xbox.
Because Bless Red is the dude who has no developer experience but talk like he is one.
He definitely be, yeah, man. He's very opinionated. That's true.
Sounds very common in 2022.
That's a fact.
You got does he have like a Twitter university degree?
He might got one of them. He might got one.
He's the guy that became a PC gamer 2 years ago, and then thinks he learned all the secrets of the universe. He's one of those.
He just became a PC gamer 2 years ago.
Yeah, and he thinks he learned every answer in the universe about everything. He's that guy.
From his god Linus Tech
Literally.
Tips. From Linus Tech
Literally,
Tips,
bro.
he learned everything from him.
Yo, that's funny.
He got a PC and suddenly think he's I'm gonna butcher that word, omnipotent. He thinks he's that guy. You know, like what's that movie where the dudes took the drugs and they unlocked like 80% of their brain?
Limitless.
Yes, Limitless.
Limitless. My bad.
Yeah. That's who Bless Red is.
They call this man the Crayola Contrarian. Come on, man. What y'all put in the chat, man?
Like he think he got a PC and like, oh, the rest of my brain is suddenly unlocked. Like, hey man, shut up, Bless. We love you, but shut up.
His third eye opened up, man. That's all it was.
Well, I might not get along with people like that.
Oh, you
none
won't.
of us get along with them, but
you won't.
Yeah. All right, Jack.
Hey man, good podcast this week, man. Shout out to the viewers, shout out to the guest. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Jackmove Johnny. You already know where I'm at. JiggyMerch.com. Get in tune, go buy something. And we out. All right. Peace.
All right, Barry.
Yeah, man, appreciate the invite. It's always a fun time, chopping up with you guys on Weapon Wheel. I think Weapon Wheel is like the longest running gaming podcast in this community, so that's a great achievement.
Damn, really?
I mean,
No, sir. We forgetting one. We forget one. BG knows what it is.
If you want to,
BG knows what it is.
Wait, no. If you want to count, who are you talking about, Sony?
They don't do BGST no more. They don't do BGST no more.
No, I wasn't even talking about them. I wasn't even talking about them. I was talking about there is technically another one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Never mind.
Wait, are they in this community? Like I'm talking about
they're both bald.
They not really. That's
what I don't know if people consider them to be part of this community.
Man.
They're that's checkmark Twitter. That's checkmark Twitter.
Oh, you talking about gamer tag radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not in this. I wouldn't put them in this community. I'm talking about like people communicating.
You would have thought that Overlevel podcast was the longest one, and how many episodes them niggas got.
Stop picking on people, Tony.
Ain't the Bless Red podcast? Come on, man.
Yes,
What's
sir.
with the Bless Red slander at the end of the podcast?
Only reason I joined.
They called it overleveled, underviewed, or some shit like that. That was some time.
Underperforming.
Okay, y'all gotta stop.
150 episodes.
He don't promote it. He don't promote it at all. Why?
He does, but niggas ain't trying to hear that.
Come on, man.
150 episodes, 10 views an episode. Holy, 3 hour long.
You gotta start somewhere. Man.
Nigga, it's 150 episodes. He started years ago.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I got one quick question. I want to know why Persona blocked me, bro. I see you blocked me, bro. I see BG, Kofi, Jack tweeting. I'm like, let me see what this is. Can't see a tweet. I'm like, nigga, who is this? And I see his Persona. I'm like, bro, what happened? Persona used to follow me, bro.
I mean, Tony. At the same time, I blocked you.
But I didn't say nothing crazy. But I didn't say. See, me and you. You blocked me because I'm the only nigga around here that checks in my shit, Yeah,
okay.
But Persona, I never even tweeted nothing crazy or said nothing wild to Persona or Barry or nothing like that. Cool. I was cool with both of them.
Why you blocking Persona?
So I was wanting to know why, bro. What did I say, bro? But you blocked both my accounts too, bro. Like nigga, you blocked.
Nigga was saying something fucking crazy.
That's what
I know. I blocked one of Tony's account because somebody sent me like, yo, Tony talking shit about you. I'm like, why would Tony talk shit about me? I support Tony. I watch his content and all that stuff. But you were saying stuff like, oh, why these niggas act like they got a voice now or something like that?
No. It was one tweet.
They get 100 views. They get 100 viewers in the Twitter space. Now they think they speak for the community.
Nigga, that was by Strictly. What are we talking about? That wasn't my channel.
No.
That was about.
I seen this shit. I'm like, yo, what the hell is Tony talking about? I don't think I'm the leader of nothing.
That's not about that.
I was shocked when I saw
that was Strictly.
I
wasn't talking about Barry and Persona. That was a Strictly tweet.
but I don't know, man, because I ain't see Strictly name in that DM. I only saw my name and Barry name in that DM.
Bro. I don't know what DM you could be talking about because I ain't.
You talking about the 1 2? You talking about the 1 2, nigga?
Nah. Niggas ain't talking about these niggas in the 1 2, right? These niggas be in the spaces, right?
Somebody sent a tweet. It was like, yo, Tony talking about y'all. I was like,
if I was gonna say something crazy about y'all, I'll stand on it right now, bro. Come on, bro.
Strictly will pull up on you too, Tony. But it was like,
You gonna try to pull up on me in Battlefield? Holy.
Let's go.
He gonna Dreamcast guy you. So you better,
Come on, bro. Dreamcast.
That's the only reason why I did it. I was like, damn, I didn't have no issue. But I know you got 2 accounts, so I just blocked that one account. You know
so y'all going block Tony?
I'm on Twitter break right now, so when I come back on there, I don't block.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
You gotta come. Man, J Bar, I meant to, bro. These spaces, some of these dudes, I don't really like talking to spaces like that. You got to come back and put these dudes in their place, bro. They've been getting crazy, bro. And they listen to you. They don't listen to me. You need to come back and, you know what I mean?
Yo, the thing is like, Twitter is too predictable, man. Like this is my birthday month. I ain't even trying to worry about niggas like how they talk about games and how they feel. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna buy what I buy and I'm gonna do what I do. So I'm not trying to hear about this shit, man. Yo, when you on Twitter, these dudes DM you. It don't matter what time of day, bro. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo,
yeah, they do.
That shit weird though, bro. Because dudes be DMing me like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, bro, don't DM no another man like that. No 3 in the morning,
it's weird,
bro.
So I'm like, yo, I'm just gonna sign off for that shit. I don't see.
I ain't gonna lie. If I think you're awake and I see you on the timeline, I might. Hey, if I need some shit.
I do understand that people in different timelines, though. I mean, I like time zones.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, but you need to respect my time.
Yeah. If you, I know if you working or some shit, you sleep going to work. Yeah, you ain't gonna DM.
Respect my time.
I mean, I ain't kind of trying to come at nobody, but you can't put your joint on like busy or nothing like that on Twitter, or just get off.
No, you still gonna get notified. I mean, if they in your contacts, you gonna get notified regardless.
I have a lot of words muted on Twitter to the point where like a lot of conversations, just be muted for me.
I got a couple.
I got my notifications off.
There was one shit BG always used to tweet, but I muted that shit ASAP. This nigga always, I can't remember what it was. This nigga used to tweet some Jesus shit every other day, bro. Jay, do you remember? Let me see if I can.
That was fire.
Remember?
I like that. I like that.
Isn't it? It was something more than thanking the Lord for another day, but that nigga used to tweet that shit every other day.
I know what you're talking about. I kind of think I know what you're talking about.
It was somebody that said, it was like somebody that said, no, what he said, like God is good or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You did used to tweet that every day. Yeah, you
wasn't that the sports? Wasn't that the sports guy? I think you talking about the dude that's a Cowboys fan.
Hey.
I used to tweet that shit every other day.
That's the dude who's the Cowboys fan, and he's also like religious. So I just be retweeting his joint because
it wasn't a retweet. It wasn't a retweet. You used to tweet on your account.
Tweet that from your account. I remember that.
You did, man. God is good, my nigga. I'm blessed. I got money out here. What the hell you want from me?
Y'all know BG needs Jesus, Lord.
Every time I wake up, thank you God for another day. Blessed I open my eyes. I was like, I'm tired of this.
No, I didn't tweet. That's somebody else. Even if I did, God is good out here.
Nah, bro, I remember that shit.
You got you unblocked, Tony. Unblocked.
Appreciate it, bro.
Don't act up no more.
Shut your ass up.
Hey man, we was in outros. Smooth.
Yeah, man. Good episode. Shout out to Deli. Nice to meet you. Hope to have you on the PX soon. Yeah, I have a Bright Memory Infinite video coming out tomorrow at 9 in the morning. Yeah, man. Yeah, about it.
Right. Persona.
Man, listen, appreciate the invite, man. Shout out to the panel, shout out to the chat. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Good conversations, man. And yeah, being your boy Persona. I'm out.
Okay. Unofficial invites. Tick.
Yes, sir. When he was supposed to be here, I crashed it, but you wanted me to stay though. I was gonna leave. You was like, nah, you might as well stay. So I stayed.
Nigga but flattered the hell out of himself.
Yeah, I did. You know.
That's it.
You got nothing to promote?
That nigga died.
Baltimore niggas ain't got nothing going on.
They overheated and melted this shit.
Nigga circuited.
Nigga turned into a T. Want that tick? You there?
So you know to plug that podcast? No, man, I forgot about that. No,
Joy crazy.
Oh man. Okay, so yeah, that's it. I look forward to seeing what the narrative is this week. What people are gonna be mad at this week. It's gonna be interesting.
Oh yeah, please stop talking about The Last of Us. Please, that shit got my head hurt. Let's please stop talking about this shit till the game come out.
Why my mic die, yo? Good, bro. What happened there? All right.
If you don't play the
Nah,
game,
Jack, that shit lucrative. So
It is, man. I can't argue it no more, man. I've been on like 5 podcasts this week. Got invited to more. I'm like, I can't
Hey,
do it, bro.
Tony, watch your mouth, man. I heard that. The mic wasn't on.
All right. We're going to After Dark. We'll catch y'all next week. Hit that like button. We out. Peace.
Sir. Yo, BG, you ready for that Saints Row greatness next month?
Ain't nobody copying that track.
You sleep, right?
Plenty of tried and plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. Bye. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know my bro King got me. See, that's a black bond that can't be broken. No Idris Elba, I'm a black bond. Damon a scope and all black panel. You can never try playing us token. Yeah, we playing games, but now one of us playing or joking. For real. Oh wait. Then Jackmove came in with the trophies, God in a lane of its own. Like, how can you gamers approach me? Till kids move to body you in Halo, then send your family an angel emoji. You should've known, dog, you ain't got enough Series X's. Blind got all the answers, no, you ain't gotta ask Siri questions. All the latest gaming news gotta be here to check it. Since 2015 and beyond, I'm just here to respect it. When you at the top of your tier, it's a blessing. From the bottom, so no way we appear to be desperate. This for anybody doubting, I'm clearing a message. And if you ever had a problem, I'm here to correct. Plenty of fail. You can run and hide, but you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Name another squad that wanna test it, I'm beating them still. No, you can't dodge what's in my weapon well. Name another pot that's big or small, I'm contesting it still. Name another spot or any section, I'm king of the hill. Right. I know what it is, man. Weapon World Podcast, y'all know what we got in the building, man. We got BG. We got Kid Smooth, we got Jackmove, we got Black Bond, I mean. Blandrew, I mean, what you can't all strafe us, bro. Like, the strafe too strong.